they gon' love me for my ambition.
Shout out to everyone out there in the world. This is Sound from Club Ambition. This is the Club Ambition podcast. Welcome back again. Here we go. Shout out to John Hope, HND, brand new John Hope project dropping this week.
Danny got that juice.
High Hopes, the album.
I put the keys in the car, not really sneezing, but God bless. Haters, they getting exhaust. They thinking they dream was so far-fetched. My niggas, we peas in the pod. We run in the streets and we hard press. Impossible something we digest. Impossible something we digest. Whether sun shine or the moon spark, it's a vibe lit.
So John Hope is dropping a brand new project this week. Providence, Rhode Island artist, John Hope. It's called High Hopes. Go to johnhopepvd.com. And this is a project similar to like the Nipsey Hussle style. You pay your own price, you know, to get a physical copy. You pay your own price, whatever you want. People already have been supporting him and buying it for upwards of $100, you know. So shout out to John Hope, you know, one of the dopest individuals to ever come out of the city. Much respect to him. High Hopes, the project, out now, actually, if you guys are listening or watching. But we are here. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Share your opinion. Let's get to it. I'm Sound. We got Noel in the building right here with the Apple Watch looking very, very handsome. Marloon in the building. Producer extraordinaire looking very, very sexy. You know, Apple Watch on the wrist as well. The Apple Watch boys.
More gang signs.
What did you say?
More gang signs.
Yeah, or maybe just doing Y2K like Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? Let's not let's not be Andrew Tate about it. You know, I don't think it's that deep. We never know. Shout out to the sponsors of the podcast. Right here, we got the Rhode Island Council with the awareness for the trouble gambling. I'm Victor Baez from Club Ambition. All of the most popular sports apps have ways for you to gamble responsibly. Let me show you an example, such as the daily deposit limit. This sets a maximum amount of money that you'll be able to deposit to play on the app. Also, they have wager limits. This is setting a maximum to the amount of money that you'll be able to actually even play. You can set a time limit. This is a set max time that you'll be able to actually be on the app. And getting more serious, you can choose the timeout option. For more information on this, visit ricpg.com. Or you can also visit behindthescreensinfo.com. And if you want to actually be responsible with the sports fantasy, in my mind, I live in a fantasy. I'm the greatest football player never discovered. I could throw it so well, so far. I run so fast. Yep. I passed that shit to myself. It don't matter in any field or any game. Super Bowl happens every day in my mind. Sign up right now to Underdog Fantasy using our promo code AMBITION. We've partnered up with them to remind you you can play responsibly and you can be Tom Brady. Let's see if you can score a touchdown. Let's see if you can score more touchdowns than me. Impossible. Download the app today for your chance to win some money. Play responsibly. Which this weekend I messed up. I fucking lost money with LeBron. LeBron James, bro, scored I think 8 points, and at the end they announced that he is injured, and he's not gonna play this Thursday against the Warriors. So people are saying he's either ducking the Warriors, or it was like bullshit. I feel like he dived for this. Because every All-Star game he scores a bunch of points.
I've been told that LeBron James is a scam, bro. Ever since he made me lose that money, how the you don't score more than 10 points in a whole fucking game?
Bro, it's crazy, man. I was so heated.
LeBron James is washed.
No, he's not. No,
that shit is crazy. I'm not saying that, bro.
That's the hottest take in the history of sports.
Insane, bro. I'm not even gonna comment on that. I'm gonna let you know right now, though. I've never in my life been on an All-Star game, bro.
It's easy to. It's like a easy, but then this year not easy. This year
easy to lose money.
Easy to lose money. Nigga, Carl Anthony Towns dropped 50 off the bench. I was like, what the fuck?
Nah, it's crazy. That shit had me heated. But we'll talk about the All-Star game as the time progresses. But there you have it. Underdog Fantasy. Use our promo code AMBITION if you guys want for a free $100 to match your deposit. Moving on. let's talk about the news in Rhode Island. For starters, I did want to play a clip. Friends and family members of a shooting victim have reached out because the shooting victim's sister has gone to the news and is seeking help from the public. It's been about 2 years since her brother's died, and she wants people to actively help her find more information about this. So
he was like the light of the room and the family.
Aaliyah Robinson describes her younger brother Craig as a funny, sweet guy.
I call him Pillsbury Doughboy because he's just such a uppity person, outgoing.
But at 24 years old, Craig Robinson's life was cut short. On November 23, 2022, Robinson crashed his car on Hazel Street in Providence, but it was no ordinary crash. First responders found he had been shot. Police believe it happened 2 blocks away on nearby Phoebe Street, where they found a shell casing.
He had passed away shortly after he arrived at the hospital.
Aaliyah says she spoke with her brother, who lived in North Providence, hours before and got no indication anything was off.
We talked about Thanksgiving. I told him, be there for 3 o'clock. That's the time we're eating.
She says in the 14 months since, police haven't provided any major updates.
I just know that my brother was going to meet someone. And really, that's it. I'm kind of blindsided like everybody else. We only know what they're releasing, so.
Police have not named any suspects, but previously told reporters they believed the shooting was targeted.
I don't know who to trust.
If you could talk to someone who knows something but isn't sharing, what would you say?
If you know something, don't withhold the information. You don't know the lives that you could be helping by coming forward.
there have been multiple people that have reached out to me to cover the story. They want to bring to light this situation. As you can see, the victim's sister is extremely devastated. You know, she's going through a lot. And to name the sister, her name is Aaliyah Robinson. Her brother, Craig. And yeah, she's been blindsided. This happened November 23rd, 2022. Has been now 2 years. Rest in peace to this gentleman and condolences to the family. More updates on the bridge from hell in East Providence, the Washington Bridge.
Oh my God.
They've been
Just
saying
knock
that
this
by
shit
the
down,
end of
bro.
January, state taxpayers have paid off so far $863,633 for staff cost for handling the Washington Bridge crisis. So almost already $1 million have been used of taxpayers' money to handle the situation with the bridge.
So that's just for a month.
It says by the end of January.
Or are they counting that last year too?
If they're counting since when did this crisis
when
start?
They announced it,
Like
yeah.
November?
November, yeah.
Let's say it's 3 months worth of cost, almost $1 million times.
That's a lot of fucking
4.
money, man. That's a lot
So
of fucking
$4 million
money.
a year, because they're saying it's about to take what, 2 years
Yeah.
to fix this,
Yeah,
Possibly.
right.
or it's
Yeah,
just
right.
inspect. Like we don't know what's going on, right? And there's also reports saying that they officially knew about this issue since 2022, officially confirmed, but didn't let nobody know or didn't take any actual urgency to take care of this bridge. So millions of dollars from the taxpayers' money is being taken to not fix the bridge, just handle the bridge. We're talking about right here, it says $81,000 of the money that RI Dot paid to the East Providence Police for detail. That was in January.
A month? Yo, pull the camera on me real quick. Yo, no bullshit. Bless you.
Salud.
Rhode Island Department of Transportation, you pay me $30 an hour right now. Nigga, fuck that. Pay me $25 an hour. I promise you I'll sit out there and watch that bridge. Ain't no one going on it, bro.
Facts. Me too.
No bullshit. Get us, nigga.
And there was a clip that I posted that went viral. A clip I posted of the mayor, Providence Mayor Brett Smiley, interviewed about it, and he said extra scrutiny at this point is not going to accelerate.
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 But my thing is spelled
Accelerate.
So it's accelerate.
Yeah, like speed up the process.
Okay.
Acelerar.
That's also
Acelerar.
That's the type of the way Brett be talking, bro. Like, you really don't like your job. But God bless.
He said extra scrutiny at this moment is not accelerating our ability to fix the damn bridge. This was his response to people wanting to fire the Rhode Island Dot director, Peter Alviti. That's the mayor's response. Now we shall see. We'll keep you guys updated with this bridge from hell. A lot of news always breaking with this Bridge from Hell. I want to try to interview Peter LVT in the studio. Open invite to you, Peter, or anybody from Rhode Island Dot. But people want to hear from Peter, so hopefully we can get Peter in the building. One of the most famous Peters of all time when it comes to New England, Peter LVT, Peter Griffin. You're up there, Peter. Moving on now, when it comes to the education of Rhode Island, there's a major issue. There's been reports of Rhode Island being one of the lowest scoring states educationally for years now, especially in recent times. Attendance rates have exceeded a record low, extremely low. Kids are not going to school. They have announced officially a shutdown of the 360 high school, and kids have gone on protest. They literally walked out during class. They were walking all over the streets with protest signs. They did a strike, basically. Parents and families and citizens of the community that have been pissed off about this shit, right? They've come out and gathered to a public meeting. And during this public meeting, it got so over capacity that someone specifically, they're saying from the Providence School District, called the police on the meeting. And the police came to shut down the meeting because it was over capacity. It was too many people there, right? So now this has gone viral, and people are now saying, why did they shut the school down? Kids are mad, family are mad. They're saying that it's been reported because of the fact that the school has been underperforming. There was a plan for it to be exceeding a certain amount of actual grades and performance from 2019 up until now. It did not pass it. So now they're choosing to officially shut down the school. Now, is this effective? That's the argument online. Families are mad because they feel like the Providence School District and just Rhode Island is giving up on them. They're just quitting. They're shutting down the school. They're not trying to fix it within. But business first, it seems like here. It seems like it's a better business decision for them to just shut this school down. Comment down below. How do you guys feel? But how do you feel, Noel, listening to this news?
When it comes to this idea of shutting down schools, I think it's ridiculous. Me and Marlon are a product of shutting down schools. They shut down our middle school, Virgil Middle School.
Yep.
YI, Eric, who was on this channel before, he was a product of it. They shut down Perry Middle School on him. I think Vic is right. It comes off as giving up on the kids. And I think, the state has to do a better job about handling when things aren't producing. I think the state has to do a better job because the state has taken over Providence public schools. A lot of people don't know this, but they have. That's what's happened after the John Hopkins report. I think that we need to do a better job about assessing problems. I think just completely eliminating a project doesn't really resolve the issue. I think going deep into it, having conversations with teachers, with faculty, and with parents and with community would give you better answers as to why something happened. But also, I have to say this to the parents at home. You got to start, properly raising your kids. We have to start at home. I usually don't agree with Republicans a lot. I'm not a Republican or Democrat, but this is one thing I truly do hold dear to me, this traditional idea of values start at home. I can go to school for 7 hours of the day, but when I leave and I'm coming home and my parents are acting completely different than the things I learned at school, it's a conflict, especially for a developing brain like a child's brain. And for parents who are just leaving their kids to these iPads to then learn from media and this unfiltered media culture, I would never want a child to watch this podcast and learn from us because we're not talking for them. We're not their demographic. And we talked about it before with the Cenat thing. You shouldn't be leaving your kids unattended to their tablets and just allowing them to be these mindless consumers of media. And I get it. Capitalism is tough. You work, you're exhausted. You have to come home and take care of another living, breathing human being. But in the same breath, it's then why did you have your child? For the tablet to take care of them, for the computer to take care of them, for the TV to take care of them, and all the values that those things are spewing out, and for the schools to take care of them. When do you play a role? There has to be some responsibility as community, as people. We have to be more vocal about holding our community accountable, our neighbors accountable, our parents accountable.
Listen, that's a very, very poignant take. And right now, the time where everyone's more frustrated than ever with the economy, people having to work 3-4 jobs to afford milk, I think is definitely hindering the focus that they can place on, probably parenting. I think that the trend is going to keep going in that direction as long as people keep getting more frustrated, have to work more, et cetera, et cetera. I think that the trend is probably directly correlated to that. So we shall see. But that's happening here in Rhode Island. If you're not from Rhode Island, let us know in your comments, in the comments down below. Share with us what's happening in your state when it comes to this, because I will definitely love to know, because I've been hearing about this happening out here a lot, and I'm always thinking, like, instead of just Googling it, what's directly from the horse's mouth? What's happening in your community when it comes to the public education system? Moving on, though, topics to discuss happening in culture. Over the weekend, brand new music dropped. Yeat has dropped his new album, the Yeat album 2093. Futuristic sounding, very, very wild. I compared the Yeat album to like a Sexy Robot. It gives like Sexy Robot vibes. Like there's a lot of like EDM house, but still like futuristic. Like Travis kind of like, it feels like what Travis was trying to do with Utopia, but in a more organized way, where like the sound is cohesive throughout this project here, way more than the Utopia project. I would say
the first person to harmonize well with the auto tune.
Yeah. I would say this definitely like is Yeezus album. This is his album for that, 100%. Now people are saying though, even though Yeat is doing this in his career, there's a sense of him losing the aura, because he has taken off the turban. He's doing TikToks with Zach Bia. He's showing his face more, and he's dancing. It's like the aura has gone. This aura that had made him who he was, mysterious and like, defying odds. Like if you think about it, who's been in recent times a white rapper that's been accepted more in the community than Yeat?
He's Mexican.
He's not white?
He's Mexican.
But what? He's fully Mexican?
I think he may be fully Mexican. He's definitely Mexican though. I looked it up. I remember when I looked it up.
Look it up right now.
I
could have sworn he's like Ukrainian.
Bro,
and he's from Portland. From Maryland.
Yeah, but he's
Portland. I think he's from Portland.
Oregon?
He might be from Oregon.
Portland, Oregon?
Portland, Oregon?
And then Maryland is a state.
Maryland's
MD.
a state.
I think he's from somewhere like that. But I could have sworn he's a white, because they have like old TikToks of him, like they keep coming up. It's going viral over the weekend of TikToks resurfaced of him, like at his house with his white sister, just in their room hanging out.
He has a Romanian mother and an American father of British and Mexican descent.
Okay, no, he's white. He's
white.
He's 75% white. He's white. So he's Romanian. So in recent times there hasn't been like a white rapper has been accepted in the community like this. Like people compare him to like a white Young Thug, or like a white Young Thug mixed with like a little Uzi.
Because he doesn't say nigga.
Yeah, that's his influence. Like you can hear it in his music. Like it's very crazy, and at the same time he's underground, but still mainstream. Because like he's one of the biggest artists in TikTok history. He was on a soundtrack for the Minions. Like it's like what the fuck? It's such a very unorthodox type of career he's had so far. He's probably gonna be number one
this week. No,
you think Kanye again?
Yeah. Because I don't think his last album sold that well. And this is like a more experimental album. The Drake,
but he got the Drake feature though.
You think the Drake song would do well? Because it wasn't as good as I Don't Give a Fuck.
I don't know.
I don't really give no fucks.
He got Drake. He has Drake on his album.
Congrats.
Future and Lil Wayne.
I like the Future song.
And he sounds better than all three features. He didn't even need those features on his album.
He really didn't.
He didn't need the features.
It's a fucking amazing album.
He didn't need the features. I don't think he needed the features. It sucks. It's like, why even get the features? But I get it. Like, you can get them. There's rumors behind the scenes. I won't confirm or deny. But that Drake invested into his career early on. And no, it's like a shadow, what's it called? Angel investor.
Yeah.
Into Yeat's career.
I wouldn't doubt it. Because you know what's impressive about him? He reminds me a lot of Travis. You know when they said Travis would eclipse Drake? And then people are like, wait, never mind. Because no one can like mimic Travis's sound.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a sound that could blow up too big because not everyone could take it.
Yeah.
I always thought that of Yeat. Yeat was another one.
Yeah.
Another like Travis, Young Thug, where like, yo, it don't matter. Because there's niggas who try to make Yeat songs. Yo, I promise you, look like new niggas, new rap, you don't sound like him. You sound horrible. That nigga sounds amazing. You sound terrible though. His sound is just not replicable. Like the way he makes music is very different. It's very like, it's very good. He's good at what he does.
How do you feel about the Yeat project, Marlon?
I haven't heard it.
Oh, you didn't hear it? You sent us though, no?
No, I just sent you the Drake song.
How do you feel about the Drake song?
Not better than I Don't Give a Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. I've not heard someone harmonize like Travis on an auto tune like that. He did it. He did it very well. Like I'm hearing it, I'm like, wow, this sounds like Travis. Like this is really well done.
Yeah, he's different, man. I'm a fan of Yeat. I've been early on when people were like, I was technically late to him because people were flooding me to check him out. I'm like, oh. And Drake was co-signing him. I'm like, what the hell is this guy? Drake's co-signing. But then, as time will tell, when Drake gives the cosign, eventually, you know, it works. He has the potential, and then now look at Yeat, who he is now. But very interesting. You know, I don't think it's his best project, but I think it's gonna age well. I think it's a memorable piece of work. Like the sound is very like, what the fuck is all this shit happening here? I think my favorite song on the project so far is that I think it starts with a B. No, breathe.
Yeah, that's just hard. That's just so hard. I like that so much. Yeah.
The beat is crazy.
It's insane.
The beat's crazy.
My thing is, I gotta ask you, because his whole like skit is that he's this mysterious nigga that does drugs and gets money, and that's all he's about.
Yeah,
I feel like that shit gets cooked because of what he's doing.
Yeah,
like
the worst part about him,
same to me.
The worst part about Yeat, I think, is the content. What he's saying. That is not gonna age well. That's why I think he's trying to like do different shit now with the sound and stuff. Eventually, he's gonna have to get personal if he wants a long-term career.
Yeah, but the aura is he's dependent on the aura to be able to do the content he's doing.
Yeah, the aura's if the aura's gone, cooked. He's gonna have to start doing personal shit.
You didn't see they compared him to Johnny Bravo?
Oh yeah, because he's doing the Johnny Bravo dance,
bro.
But on this Yeat album, to move on a little bit, Future, right? There's this big debate about Future. And I'll break it down chronologically for those who don't remember right here. We don't got to show video, but they can hear it. I'm going to make sure that my phone is connected to the Bluetooth. But when it comes to Future, right? Future is a direct influence for a lot of people across the entire world to do drugs. Literally, there's people that have listened to Future throughout their life and have done specifically lean. He's the most famous lean rapper, arguably, of all time, right? Codeine crazy, everything. Well, what's another one? There's so many.
Percocets and stripper joints.
Yeah,
that's my shit, bro.
But at the same time, that's the thing. At the same time, the music is so amazing and so beautiful.
That's my favorite Future song.
Yeah, but
great song.
I'm gonna play the clip for people to hear of, you know, rest in peace, Juice WRLD. He directly influenced Juice WRLD, and Juice WRLD admitted to it. You know, prior to Juice WRLD dying.
And Future acknowledged this too, I want to say.
Yes.
In an interview, Future talked about the situation, how he felt bad that he influenced Juice WRLD.
Yeah. No, when Juice WRLD, well, I'll talk about it in order. So let's play the clip first. Hopefully it sounds. 1 second, white man. Give me a second, white man voice. Oh, shout out to the ladies from that lash salon that showed us love. They want us to stop hating on white women. But man, listen.
Who?
Oh, you didn't see the DM?
No.
I sent to the chat the white woman that wants us to stop talking too much bad about white women.
Oh yeah. She said I'm a fan, but stop trashing white women.
Yeah, it's not all of you. It's just the idea of what you have historically represented, you know, and currently represent. You know, the most powerful person in the world right now, influential wise, probably is
a white woman.
A white woman, Taylor Swift. So, you know, I love you.
I don't have beef with white women.
Yeah, but moving on to right here, the clip.
One of the first things that Juice WRLD told Future when they met up to make their 2018 record World on was that Future had influenced him to try lean. Juice WRLD told Vulture.com, "That's the first thing I told him." He was just like, wow. He kind of apologized. Future later reacted to this situation in an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, saying, quote, "When he told me that, I was like, oh what have I done? It really bothered me. It bothered me a lot. More than I thought it would bother me when he told me that. How many other 6th graders did I influence to drink lean? This really messed me up for a minute. It's all I could think about. Like, damn, what have I done? What have I done to other people?" Regardless of his habits,
his influence, right? And then this is the Juice WRLD clip right here.
Juice WRLD speaks on cleaning up his lifestyle in there, so it was something that I was into early, low-key due to music. I was a music head, so like in 6th grade, 7th grade, I'm hearing songs about sipping lean. Those are like the real influential years, I feel like, especially for like a boy. Like finding out who your role models are, what you like, basketball, football. That's like when you start kind of choosing the dreams you want to chase, damn near. So like 6th, 7th grade, I was hooping, playing baseball. I was good at both at the time, but I was also like freestyling, and I was really into music. So my family putting me on all this different music, Future, Gucci, all these niggas talking about drugs. The first song I ever heard by Future was Ain't No Way Around It. The second song I've ever heard by Future is Dirty Sprite. And that had me wanting to sip lean at like 11, 12 years old, bro. I ain't know if that was what I was really finna be doing, but if you want to perfect your...
So we have him there admitting to it, right? And now we have this clip that's gone viral to bring it full circle, of Russ
It's amazing. But
on the Flagrant 2 podcast.
I think Future's music is amazing. But I also know that the reason why I wanted to try lean when I was 19 was Future. And I'm not gonna blame him. Juice WRLD said, I did drugs because of you. Juice WRLD died of a drug overdose by following somebody who does not even do the drugs that they said they did. What the fuck are we talking about?
And then now, full circle moment, guys. I'm like an expert analysis. Now we have this weekend on the Yeat album, Future literally raps saying, "It's been a week since you dissed your ops. You must be folding A." Let me say it his way, though, because how does it rhyme with the next line? "It's been a week since you dissed your ops. You must be folding. They say it's my fault if you fall out on the codeine. I'm just a rich-ass junkie. I might OD." Here he's acknowledging the fault that people are putting on him. But in the past, in the interviews, he's acknowledged the fault that he's put on himself. So it's a bit kind of going backwards for him to rap about it like this, so kind of like out of nowhere, as if it comes off as if, like, are you just mocking that idea, like they say, or are you like proud of that influence? You know what I'm saying? And to do it on the Yeat album, where Yeat raps about this, you know, he's been one of the rappers, one of the most recent drug rappers to an extent, right? One of the most popular ones. Pretty poignant, right? Now, do I want Future to be Mr. Deep, whatever? Like, oh, okay, stray away from this drug talk? Not necessarily. Like, I get it, but this specific line bothered me. When I was listening to this album, like, why is he saying this shit? Like, wait a minute. Don't, you know, and is it a response? How recent is this verse? It could be possibly very recent and could be a direct response to the Russ interview, because the Russ interview was about like 2 weeks ago now, and that clip went viral. So maybe he's acknowledging Russ, maybe in response to Russ. Like, they say that it's my fault if you fall out on the codeine. But at the same time, it could be him mocking the idea of people saying, they're saying it's my fault if you fall out on the codeine. Because influence is one thing, but people can argue he's not telling kids, go do it. Also, he's not in the house being Juice WRLD's parents. Juice WRLD said he was, what, 11, 12 years old? That's crazy. I forgot he was that young when he tried he wanted to try codeine because of Future. That's insane. Russ said he was 19 when he tried to do when he did lean because of Future. So people, and Russ has always said this too, so people have been directly tying a correlation between Future and lean. Now the question is, did Future ruin our generation? You know, did Future ruin these kids? Is Future, who do we blame? You know, what's your take, Noah?
Didn't you do it because of Future?
No, yeah, of course. I actually did do it at a party, a classical party. If we're not gonna get into that.
You disgusting piece of shit.
That shit was disgusting. That shit must have been trash.
It was horrible.
I know exactly who you got it from.
Yeah, the white boys are nasty.
Yeah.
But
nasty.
But this is my thing. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This all ties in together. Would you blame Drewski for gambling addiction?
Blame who?
Drewski for gambling addiction.
Drewski.
The fact that he, Super Bowl Sunday, lied and pretended that he won $1 million because it was a part of Prize Picks' whole marketing scheme. Him and Ruby Rose did the same thing. If I lose my house, do I get the right to blame Drewski? Because I then participated in Prize Picks.
That's a good take. I think it depends the way you go about it, right? Because I've always like struggled with that idea of like, even myself, like partnering up with these companies, etc. But like, if you emphasize the idea of responsibility and like telling people that, like when we did that commercial for, what was it, Tropical? No, it was for Island Coquito, but we filmed it in Tropical Liquors. Yeah. And I emphasized like, yo, be 21 or plus to drink. Like the liquor store owner loved that. He was like, yo, I love that you emphasize that because, you know, we emphasize that, and there's a lot of liquor stores that have been shut down because they don't emphasize that. They let minors drink, etc. You know, so that idea of reminding people, you know, to be responsible and to do things that, you know, I think that's where the line could be drawn, right? Because Future, I feel like you can blame more Future to influence someone for the lean, for the way he raps about it, more than someone who is telling you, you know, this is a sponsored post by blah, 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 you know, to be 21 plus or over. Because Future's not telling you, unfortunately, and at the same time, fortunately, because maybe it might not be a bop the same way. If he's like, yo, I'm sipping this cup, I'm on the cup, But don't you drink the cup too? You know what I'm saying? He's like,
and I understand that. My thing is this, and this is where I get frustrated with this conversation about addiction, because we don't actually talk about what addiction is. It's a mental thing. Like, it's a biological thing. When I was admitted in Butler and James Brown, I had a lot of conversation with drug addicts and their providers, and they explained it to me well, because I had my own issues with alcohol. I was an alcoholic at one point, and they explained to me the whole process. Bro.
No, I always lived a hell of a life.
Yeah, I've lived one hell of a fucking life, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. But this is my point. Like, I've met gambling addicts, and like, bro, like, it's it's cool, my nigga, that you as ESPN, and me and Chad to talk about this a lot now. My nigga, do you know how many times ESPN does the whole like, oh, this is our mega pick, like Charles Barkley, Shaq, the whole TNT crew, has their own prize pick lineup every fucking game.
I've been seeing that. Yeah, they do that now.
Every single sports cast you could think of have their own prize pick lineup. All of the podcasts, their own prize pick lineup. Yo, it don't matter how many fucking times you put a disclaimer. An addict is an addict. They're going to see that shit and go with it. They're going to participate in the addiction. Now, I get the argument that Future, like, was promoting drug use, but so was Joey. Remember the whole Smokers Club fucking tour that happened when we were in high school with Joey, Absol, and they were all they were smoking weed in this. We don't call that out. And the generation of pot smokers they possibly created, like, I think there's a lot of selectiveness because lean is obviously an extreme drug. It causes heart attacks. It's a dangerous drug. I do not recommend doing it, even though I've done it. And I'm telling you not to do it because it is dangerous.
Yeah, because I've never seen anyone die from weed.
But I've also seen weed affect people's lives drastically and negatively.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people get consumed by it, and I've seen a lot of people transition from weed to harsher drugs to deal with a lot of their issues. My point is, how much of that is the actual population? Because you've even told me the gambling population is like what, less than 1%? It's the same idea with drug use. If you look it up, the same idea with alcohol. So it's like
it's not a huge issue.
I feel like that's why niggas don't care. I feel like that's why niggas don't make it a priority. I feel like that's why niggas don't ban gambling. They don't ban these drugs fully and do a good job about it, on dealing with it, because it's just not enough of the population being affected. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But it is an addiction thing. Like, there are people who can handle it and participate. I did it. I moved on. I know niggas that did it and moved on. And there's other niggas who it destroys their lives.
I just think it's strange, man. Like, Future acknowledged, like, the fact that it fucking bothered him. Like, that, damn, like, he thought about it for a while. Like, he was going crazy about it, right?
Agree.
But he didn't stop rapping about it to the point that now we have him here embracing, almost saying it like it came off like a badge of honor. When you listen to the song, the flow almost came off like it's a badge of honor. Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, influence is influence. I do get that. You know, people have always kind of given that to like Wayne. Like, oh, the lean influencer and rap first before anyone, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
But Lil Wayne was never proud of it. Lil Wayne wasn't telling people like, yeah, I did that, etc. He didn't even want to talk about it. He didn't talk about his lean addiction. He was really actually addicted.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a quick question.
But Future has been quoted saying that he doesn't even do the drugs. That he never did, or if he did, it wasn't as much.
Yeah. He exaggerates his way.
Yes. But then, I don't know, man. Is it a sense of like he's trying to just keep the mystique and the mysteriousness element and not trying to be as transparent? You know what I'm saying? Because why, like, if I'm him, just be like, yo, I don't want you to do this. Like, I don't want to, it's a, you know, I'm like how 21 Savage said a couple years ago, like, this is a character I'm portraying. This is entertainment. When I'm rapping about this is not me. I'm not really doing this stuff. You know, go fully into that. And people would appreciate that. But then people want the authenticity, etc. I personally don't want the authenticity when it comes to specifically shit like this. Like,
yeah,
if you're rapping about lean, etc., I'd rather you not be doing it. If it just sounds good, you're doing it for melodic purposes, etc., okay. But if we want it to be really authentic, we have to realize, like, what are we asking for? We want Future to really rap about lean and do lean. So we want to see Future, God forbid, in a couple months in a photo of Future hospitalized because he's suffering from dehydration because he's strung out on lean.
Yeah.
Is that what we want? Like, we want it to be fully authentic? So I think that the authentic bullshit that people be saying, like, oh, I want it to be real, blah, blah, blah. Nah, man. And I don't think that's what necessarily helped Future, like, catapult, like, his authenticity in his music. I think it was just the nigga's really good with melody. Like, he's a melodic genius. Like,
yeah,
he fucking does a feature with some shit, he owns it. Like, they'll switch up the beat for him, and, like, they'll make it his own song. Like, he's too fucking good on the Nicki album. The shit he did on there was insane. So I think his talent exceeds everything. So to be honest, I don't even think he needs the lean shit. I think he should drop the whole shit. You know, go about it a different way. You know, he's had personal songs with was it Future Hendrix, the Future Hendrix albums, and he does like a lot of I think his strongest suit is like the relationship shit.
Yeah.
When he does like the relationship talk and all that type of stuff.
Hendrix, the whole album.
Yeah, so yeah, man. Listen, this is just a little bit of what I've done a lot through our reactions when we react to music throughout all these years. I pay attention to the lyrics, and I didn't like that. That Future saying that was kind of like, oh.
Let me ask you a real deal question.
I wouldn't do lean. No.
This is a real bigger question about art itself, because I think he's taking the route that, what's her name?
Ice Spice.
Cardi B took. Close enough. You're close enough. So Cardi B, when WAP came out, you remember they're crucifying her ass over it.
What came out again?
When WAP came out, they crucified her for it.
WAP?
Yeah, WAP.
WAP.
Wet ass
WAP,
pussy.
WAP,
Yeah.
WAP.
So when WAP came out, they crucified her for it, and they said you're glorifying this culture of sex.
Yes.
And the selling of sex and this whole concept of just this hyper sex culture. And Cardi said, well, it's your job to decide who listens to my music. I just produce art. I'm not gonna give you a disclaimer on my art, and I'm not gonna censor my art. Same way how basically people say what Future's what he's saying in that song and what people say about Future. It's not Future's job to stop you from listening to him. It's not his job to disclaim. It's art. And like I have to ask, like, are you gonna blame Cardi B for the fact that more and more girls who turn 18 are becoming OnlyFans models? Is she responsible for that? Like, where does the censor begin and where does it end? Like, when is it art, and when are we gonna when is it art, and then when is it something that's directly influencing people? Like, I need to understand the line, because I feel like for certain topics the goalpost changes, because everyone defended Cardi B, but then I see sometimes like niggas will attack Future, and I'm like, this is the same concept. Yeah. There's no difference here. Cardi B is influencing a young demographic of women to think that this is how they should interpret sex, this problematic way of seeing sex. And then Future's sitting here and saying, well, this is how you should interpret dealing your issues with drug addiction. Like, there's no difference here. They're both doing negative things. Why are we censoring one and defending the other?
I mean, I think they're both wrong. They're both wrong. Ultimately, like, fundamentally, they both are wrong. But I see it where, like, it is art. It's artistic approach, right? And everyone has their rights to interpret it their own way. You know, and it's like, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. Like, Future's one of my favorite rappers of all time. Like, I love Future's discography. Everything about Future is insane to me. Like, I'll listen to Future every fucking day. Like it's scary. Like how much I love him, right? But the shit bothers me. Like I
understand.
I can't listen to the Yeat song and then he says that line and be like, oh, all right, let's keep it going to the next line. When I hear that, I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, is he trying to just like say that shit, throw it out there for fun and shits and giggles, or is he actually bothered? You know, is there a bigger conversation to be had here? You know, in the culture with everything that's been going on.
Yeah, it's not my job, is what he's saying. It's not my job to give a damn about how you interpret my music. Like, that's your job.
Yeah,
there has to be some personal responsibility. And this goes back to my other point. Parents, why are your children listening to this music? But it's easy to consume this music when you're on a tab.
With sex, I would say is inevitable. Everyone has to have sex. Everyone is born naked. You know, so with sex, I have a bit of a less heavier, dense opinion on when it comes to just drug usage, because, you know what I'm saying, you can die from sex, but, you know what I'm saying?
You can also have teen pregnancy.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just my point, is like, there just has to be some personal responsibility and regulation.
Bro, parents have to take full responsibility, bro, in my opinion. Because it's like, if you're a parent, you're not watching what the fuck your students are consuming, the people they're hanging around with, you know, all of these things that they might be hiding from you and shit. Because at the end of the day, I get it, you know, they're children. They can't really sometimes differentiate what's good from bad, this and that. Me personally, I don't know, and this is probably because of the way that I was raised. You know, I had an alcoholic father, and a lot of shit happened and shit. But me, myself, I was smart enough to differentiate, be like, okay, like, I can see that I don't like that. I can see that that's not a good thing for the family in itself. I can see that there's many cases that really like nobody really likes to see that in general. So why am I gonna go and do that? Same thing with drugs. It's common sense that drugs, one, you can become an addict to it and it can fuck you up. So the fact that some of these, you know, teens, especially nowadays that want to act like fucking adults, the fact that you can't differentiate what's really gonna fuck you over and what's not is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with how, you know, society has really opened the doors when it comes to information for everyone with technology and shit. 100% parents keep an eye on what the fuck your kids are doing and all of this shit. 100%. And drilling to them what's good and what's bad. But a lot of the times, I feel like the people who are into this shit are the kids that don't have parents that are on their dick, parents that partake in these things.
Yeah.
And then maybe even the ones that don't have parents.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? If you're, and at the same time, it's like, I get it. Sometimes you can be extremely strict, and because of the fact that you're strict, they want to rebel against you. But you have to know
a balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm sorry. I'm the type of person that believes in if you're easily influenced by someone, then you should really get checked. Because of the fact that this music, for example, you're listening to music and shit, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're putting the drug in your fucking hand. You, out of curiosity, is like, yo, you know what? Let me go fucking do it. But you listen to so many artists and you know that they're fucking addicts and that shit fucks them over, but you view it as something cool because it's what the generation is doing nowadays, and it quote unquote, the only thing I could blame fucking artists for is when they do shit like this and they say that that's what helps them make art.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
problematic for me. I agree.
That is something that I could be like, okay, I can blame the artist for that.
Yeah.
But if they're making music talking about these drugs, sex, this, and that, it's you as the listener, it's your job to fucking pay attention to it or not.
Yeah.
I listen to music, bro, where they're talking about people getting bodied and shit. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go fucking body someone, bro.
And it's funny you say that because there was a beef about that. You probably saw it like 2-3 years ago. And Hennessy was in the middle of this. Shout out to Hennessy, artist out of Rhode Island, and they were trashing rap, saying rap is the reason why niggas is doing drugs, niggas is killing each other. And me and I agreed with Hennessy, and I commented on her thing. I'm like, no, you're absolutely right. Like, one of the most violent times in U.S. history was the 80s, 90s. That was also the crack epidemic. Mm-hmm. You know what the fuck these niggas was rapping about? They was not rapping about gangs. Tribe Called Quest, Nas. These niggas was rapping Run DMC, introspective rap about the system, about how terrible their lives are. Well, Wu-Tang, about how we need to build our communities. So it wasn't the music that was influencing anybody to kill each other or do crack. It was the lack of community. It was the fact that black fathers were being arrested at an astronomically high rate at the time in the prison industrial system. The fact that there was no homes, that there was no proper upbringing. Like, these were things we acknowledged. There was no funding in the community. Capitalism was screwing black people at an astronomically high rate. So, like, it has to be more than just the music. Because I agree with you, Vic. Like, Future shouldn't promote it. But if Future tomorrow stops, this is not going to stop these niggas. They're still going to do drugs. Because it's deeper than just the music. I think it's like a whole socio-economic thing going on here.
But I do think if Future came out tomorrow with a drug preventive program and actually shows himself helping like lean addicted people, maybe meeting with someone directly that is now an addict because of his music.
Yeah.
Because so many people have said it, that they have been even trying the drug because of him. I think it would be effective to the people. And it also, people haven't even tried the drug yet. They'll be like, damn, this is more reason for me not to check it out. I fuck with Future's music, but if Future, the one that raps about lean, he's saying not to do lean, and he's actually putting money towards people to get recovery help from the lean. Oh shit! I think it could be effective.
No,
not 100%. It's not going to solve the issue.
I feel like the fan base would be split half and half. There's gonna be the ones that are actually woke and can put 2 and 2 together, and their brain fucking works, and be like, oh my god, you know what? Yes, he is right. Let me not do that. And then there's gonna be the ones, the hood motherfuckers is this and that. Oh, he's a bitch. Oh, he now he's softening up on us. Oh, he used to do this and now he's changing up and shit. Nah, we don't fuck with him no more. That's just society, bro.
But my thing is, just going off what I know of drug addicts, and I have to say this, just because of the way the fentanyl epidemic came about, there are a lot of people who are drug addicts. There's a big misconception in society that are drug addicts because that's how they cope with their problems. they do not have a proper way to cope. And if you remove one way, they're just going to turn to another drug that is introduced to them. And that has to be the bigger conversation. We need to teach people to go to therapy to cope with their issues. Drugs are not a way to deal with your problems. And that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people. That's one of the biggest causes for drug addiction.
100%. You know, but I do think there's definitely a lot of people that is just, they might not even be addicted to the drug, but they're addicted to the aesthetic and perception.
Of course.
Because I was in the fucking school bathrooms smoking paper. Rolling up pieces of paper and smoking them in the school bathrooms.
Who was teaching you that, bro?
In elementary school.
Who was teaching you that?
Thinking I'm cool, thinking I'm Lil Wayne, thinking I'm all these rappers, and I'm smoking in the school, like in the bathrooms. Smoking what? Smoking ash? What was that? What is that when you smoke that? That's just ash, pure ash.
I don't even know what that is.
You see, so now let me ask you this. What was the urge for you to do these things because you want to be cool? Why were you so fixated on that back in the day?
I don't know. You had to go back in time and
ask
interview me at 6 years old. But I remember me doing that, and I'm pretty sure it was directly because I wanted to be cool. Because there was no drug. I didn't do the drug, but it was just that aesthetic. So I know, and I've seen younger kids right now. Literally, there's a trend right now on TikTok.
Yeah.
That shit makes no sense.
White girls making mocktails with NyQuil. And they're putting this, and it's like a lean-inspired thing, and they're using like a Drake photo as inspiration. Bro, come on. Because Drake, on the back cover of Her Loss, is lean cups. You know? And they're lean, and we've spoke about this already, the Drake shit.
My thing is, I feel like those are like the really corny people. Sometimes those people don't even turn into drug addicts. Like the real deal drug addicts. Because like Juice WRLD have real problems.
Yeah.
He had real mental health issues. That nigga was admitting it. He's in his song saying, help me, please. Yeah. I think those niggas, bro, like, there's a relief that comes with, because you need to, obviously, like, with mental illness, there's like a biological thing going on. The drug creates a relief. And we need to talk about how can we deal with
different ways to cope with it.
Momentary.
But even to go back with the 90s, you know, that's what you said still had a fallacy because of the fact that, you know, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
How much later was that though? Because in the 80s when the
still
crack epidemic
influential
was booming, that was all Tribe Called Quest. That was Run DMC. That was early hip hop.
Yeah, but they weren't the highest selling, nigga. The highest selling was the bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. The most negative shit. We have to be honest.
But they were speaking facts though.
They weren't speaking facts.
Were they glorifying drugs back then? I don't think so. The drug thing is pretty new because remember Joe Budden was deemed as a crackhead when he
but
dropped.
I'm talking about influence.
Okay.
Rap and music influence.
Oh,
like,
no,
that was what you said earlier.
Oh yeah, I meant more like there was a crack epidemic and these niggas were saying don't do crack. They weren't promoting it and it was still happening.
I would say that
there was a whole situation.
There was more to move on from this too, but there was more like justice rap and like actual human rights type of energy back then than now. Like by a landslide, especially by the main artist, you know, because again, the only one that was doing it recently, Kendrick Lamar, but he's not around. So it's like, and that's, you can't depend on one person. You know, back then you had movements, you know, NWA, Tribe Called Quest, like you said, there was movements of people. Little Brother, there was actually groups, you know, that were pushing this. Now it is not existent.
Let's
and if it is existent, but it's not mainstream.
Today's wave is dick riding. That's today's wave. That's today's wave.
Yo, just say Playboy fans.
Huh? No, I'm not just focusing on one. You Playboy Cardi are dick riders. But today's wave, that's what it is, dick riding. Let's be honest.
It's true.
Because of the fact that you want to dick ride a wave that you think is gonna make you fitting in society, because that's the bulk of what's actually happening nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easier to try to fucking fit in and make yourself be who the fuck you really are not to become this new fucking character because of the fact that you want to dick ride.
Social media. Social media ruined everything. And moving on to someone who actually needs help, and he kind of touches upon, similar to what Marlon spoke about, is Benzino. Benzino has gone viral. Benzino and Eminem have been beefing for decades. For those who don't remember, it stems all the way back when Benzino was the head of the Source magazine, a legendary era in music. When they would drop a magazine, they'll give 5 mic rating. If your album got 5 mics, it was a 10 out of 10. Eminem was one of the people that got like a lower rating. He would take that type of stuff personal. to the point that him and Benzino back then were dissing each other in music because Benzino was a rapper and still is, not as much as before. But Benzino went to the point of literally paying people for tapes. Back then it was tapes, actual physical tapes of footage of Eminem saying the N-word. And he was trying to like basically ruin Eminem's career, like going hard. So ever since then, it's been a personal beef between them. Recently, Eminem, we spoke about it again. I think he should retire from music. And congratulations to Eminem. Again, I'm like a prophet. I'm like predicting shit. I predicted the country shit, right? With Drake and Morgan Wallen. We got the country Beyonce. Now we got a country Post Malone's dropping a country album too this year, confirmed. So the country's the wave this year. You're going to see it. I also was a prophet when it comes to Eminem. What I say, he should do movies and stuff more, right? We have confirmed Eminem Stan, a new docuseries by Eminem about what we're talking about right now. Dick riding, the fans and society, social media.
It's a perfect nigga.
And Eminem's the original guy. He created the word. It's in the dictionary because of him. Stan. So that's dropping this year, Stan.
Because this fan's a fucking dick eater.
Right? So then on top of that, so
It's always have been.
I think that's his route.
I told you the wave is dick riding.
Leave from music, right? But in the music that he did drop recently, he responded to Benzino. Benzino responded. He dropped one song. It was like Vulturous, some shit like that. I didn't love it. I'm like, it's just like the production is kind of off. But his second song, Rap Elvis, was actually hard. And people were debating, is Benzino the first rapper in years to drop an actual good diss track against Eminem? And it's debatable. The only thing is that Eminem didn't do a diss track. He just did a line during the Cole Bennett song against Benzino and the Coil Ray sub. But nonetheless, Benzino has been interviewed now about the Eminem situation on Drink Champs. I recommend you guys go watch his 2.5 hour long interview. I watched it twice. The shit's insane because he spirals and gets drunker and drunker. And here's the clip. You guys can hear it.
I don't got nothing against Eminem. I got nothing against Eminem. Eminem can rap, but I care about us more. I don't want to go through. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want. For 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem. The fuck you want me to do? Come on, man. My daughter came into the industry figuring that, hey, I gotta be cool with Eminem because everybody's against my dad. You think this shit is fucking cool? Nah, man. We're failing as a people. I don't hate Eminem. I don't know him to hate him. I don't hate white people. Tired of this shit, man. It's just too much. I don't want to be the bad guy. I got an 8-year-old son that I dropped off at school this morning. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm all right. I don't want my DMs filled with... I've had 9 pages knocked down, 1 million. White people think... I love all people.
I love all people.
Come on, man. All me and Eminem got to do is sit down and talk with each other. Let's sit down and talk. Let's battle. Let's do whatever. But let's at least face to face meet each other.
If that was to happen, would you give him a 5?
Fuck it, man. I'd hug him. I don't got nothing to get.
Clap, but then it came off awkward.
That shit was terrible, bro.
But yeah, man. There's truth in what he's saying as far as like, you know, it's gone too far, etc. But Benzino played into it. You know, Benzino, he has to take ownership into his faults as well. But this time around, yes, you know, Eminem was the one that started the beef up again, especially this year. Again, bringing him up in a new song, and then Benzino dropped 2 songs, and now Benzino's being interviewed about him. But it's it goes to show you, if you do your hip hop research, you know, Benzino is to be respected when it comes. He basically invented the hip hop awards. The Source Awards were the first hip hop awards that existed and revolutionized everything. Now what we have, even though hip hop awards, in my opinion, today nowadays suck, they could be better, especially the BET one. They try, but you know, he's a part of hip hop history, so he's done a lot of impact. So I think that's why Eminem respects him, though. Because if Eminem didn't give a fuck about him, Eminem wouldn't mention him. At all. Like, Eminem's keeps rapping about him.
My thing is, this is why Benzino pisses me off. Don't bring up the race. Because that's kind of a disqualifier in his head. It's like, oh, we're supposed to stick together and you're taking this white nigga side. This isn't some white nigga. This is arguably one of the greatest rappers to ever live.
The ultimate white nigga.
The ultimate white nigga who was founded by one of probably top 3 greatest producers of all time, who then joined top 5 greatest rap groups to no, did he join G Unit? Or was he just he used to just rap with him though?
Yeah.
He used to like religiously rap with one of the greatest rap groups of all time. Best friends with fucking 50 Cent. Like, no, bro. Like, bro, stop. This is not some random white nigga. This isn't Logic. Sorry for the Logic stray. But it isn't Logic, bro. It's not like that. It's not like some white dude who didn't play a role. No. Eminem is hip hop. I'm sorry. He is black culture. Whether you want to admit it or not, he is. Stop disrespecting him.
Yeah, I think his issue comes with like the fucking the stands and stuff, but he has to deal with that.
He has to.
You got to deal with it. You know, they've killed us in the past when we said anything about Eminem that's not towards their liking. But bro, you can't please everyone. Stands are gonna be stands. Fans are gonna be fans. They're gonna think what they're gonna think. They're gonna say what they're gonna say. But to have 9 pages taken down is crazy. Crazy. You know how many times they must be reporting this nigga all the time? They really hate him, bro.
But you, at that point, hit up and be like, tell him to stop. Yeah, please.
Not for nothing. I would love to see him and Eminem sit down. You know, I think that would be interesting. You know, I wonder how Eminem's going to respond to this. I feel like Eminem, he might just rap again.
You think so?
He might just rap, do another song, and he's gonna sample this shit,
bro, because it comes
him
off
crying,
weird, bro. How in the beginning of the fucking thing you're saying fuck Eminem, and then you end up crying.
Yeah, because the liquid courage revealed the truth.
And M is a real nigga. Like, he's like a real Detroit broke boy. Like, he grew up in the gutters. He will really like tear this thing apart for fun.
The diss track that he did though was good though. You guys gotta hear it. Rap Elvis. That shit was hard.
Benzino?
Benzino's diss track was hard, bro.
Let's keep going.
I'm just wondering. I'll play some of it because I think it won't get copyright. I think he's independent. Listen,
me and Benzino, I don't know.
Rock and roll was a black thing until Elvis came and made it different. You can't self-sustain. You too selfish.
Listen to the lyrics.
You keep saying my name. You put yourself in this position. This what happens when the Celtics play the Pistons. I was minding my business. You wasn't making any type of noise these days. So a choice was made. Clout chase Benzino and Coil Ray. You still in your annoying phase. Wow. Hey, what do you call it when the man that stands is a stand? Help me coin the phrase. I am the culture. You don't even be around. You don't even come outside. You don't even see a town. I swear Virgil said the M don't be showing the city love. Why you ain't got no words for him, huh? He in your city, bro. I wonder why. You want to see? Just say something, please. Could it be possibly that you ain't really from them streets? I was born and raised in my city. You should've come for me. I don't know where you from. Let's say Missouri loves company. I'm probably more Detroit than you, cause these real niggas know me. I was with YBI in 86. Yeah, that's my OGs. Four Corners, Columbia Point. My young boys had the Moseys on Dexter with the bar. Slim should be on the shelves next to Slipknot. You say you come from battle rap, but why you don't support none of these battle cats? Drake me at the smack events, where your ass was at? Room full of hood niggas back to back and it's action packed. And a pop rapper smack dab in the middle. Imagine that. Last time you battled shit was like 22 years ago versus Marv 1. What was the outcome of that matchup? Marv 1. You been afraid, you ain't no renegade fam. And you duck my clipper blades, cause you ain't with the fade fam. Me, you and Royce can box. 2-on-1, y'all get the same hands. I'm in the trench with weight bands, so when I lift them, they land. I've been a made man, you little mangy minute made man. And I'm pissing all in your lyrical lemonade stand. My nigga Young Z dissed you.
You go hard, bro. I'm telling you, niggas gotta put some respect on Benzino's name, nigga.
Go hard.
Rap Elvis. That's just better than the Cole Bennett song.
That's cool, but if Corley doesn't exist, we don't give a fuck who Benzino is, so he has to stop. And Corley
I don't think so.
Yeah, without a doubt, bro. Let's be right now, you're gonna care about Benzino if Corley doesn't blow up.
But that's me. I'm a rare breed, like not rare breed, but I study. Like I knew who Benzino was before Corley.
I'm talking about as a consumer. No one cares about Benzino if there's no Corley.
I don't know. Because till this, bro, that was like a eureka moment when the industry, when it happened, when people were like, Benzino, Coil Ray's, that's your dot? Like, they've always bring that up all the time. So, like, people knew who Benzino was.
My thing is...
And if you're an Eminem fan, you definitely knew. Because that shit stems before we were born.
Yeah, of course. My thing is, bro, like, when it comes to this Benzino shit, bro, it's like, bro, you can't call people out if your daughter is calling you out and you're not even acknowledging what she's saying about you. You're saying she's lying. You're jacking that she's full of shit. Like he's such a messy nigga.
No,
in
yeah,
my
they
head.
have a back and forth relationship.
Yeah, it's messy. It's problematic. Like as a father, as a man, that's my priority, not Eminem.
Yeah.
And then you go on a track and you diss an Eminem for not supporting the culture, not being on the culture. What did you introduce to the culture? Obviously, you have your historical
Nigga,
things,
the magazines,
and that's perfect. But what are you doing right now?
Yeah, not much.
Your representation of the culture is a deadbeat father. What are we, bro? Like, yo, I hate when niggas throw fucking stones from glass houses, bro. Like,
you giving Eminem too much fuel. We gotta move on.
yeah, like, yo, like,
Eminem's like, oh fuck, that's a good bar.
That's a good part.
Yeah, but no, yeah, that's
But no, Benzino won. That was better than what
that was better.
dropped.
That was better.
Way better. Wow.
Moving on to the horrible All-Star Game weekend. Trash. Horrible All-Star Game weekend. All-Star Game weekend no longer means what it used to mean. It used to be a special thing, a special moment throughout the year. Almost had more damn near like reverence and like importance, or like people anticipated it more than the fucking damn near NBA Finals. It felt like a more exciting moment and more like, oh, that is no longer the case. Starting with the celebrity game, horrible celebrity game. Cenat was like promoted everywhere. He was like the face of the celebrity game, and he did horrible for the celebrity game. I think he scored 4 points, and it was like barely, almost didn't even score nothing. And aside from that, technically he was like the only major celebrity that really like mattered. You know, people wanted other people. Chris Brown, we'll talk about that in a second, the Chris Brown situation that happened. But shout out to Kai. It's pretty crazy how big Kai's gotten. Like, it's like a house, damn near, you could say a household name. Like, that guy's like a household name. Like, it's like insane right now. Like, his stardom, it's like, man.
He looked like a Make-A-Wish kid out there. The way he was running around and jumping and demanding the ball, I'm like, it looked like they let him play. They did him a favor.
If he gets in a couple movies and shit, man.
He's funny as fuck.
He's out of here, and he's young as fuck. I think 22. Like, it's insane. Shout
He's
out
gonna
to Kai.
definitely buy Joe Budden then.
We'll see. Also, the dunk contest. Awful. Jaylen Brown, never enter a dunk contest again.
You fucking suck!
For the rest of your life. I don't even know why you entered it this time around. You know, I'm not into men, but I guess you were good to look at. I guess he's a handsome guy. You know what I'm saying? He wears the uniform tighter than usual people do.
You're fucking disrespectful.
So it's like,
this is really what this guy's focusing on, bro.
It's true. You could, yes or no? He doesn't wear the uniform tighter than usual people do.
I'm with him on this hate. Fuck
he
Jaylen
wears
Brown.
the
I'm a Boston Celtics fan,
He's
by the
not
way.
hating.
No, he's hating.
He's not hating.
It's a bit of both.
He's not hating.
I'm glad. Jaylen Brown got $300. So $300 million.
Wait,
so
I'm about to say, what are you
He got $300 million, bro. They paid that bitch ass nigga. My Boston Celtics paid that. They overpaid that bitch ass nigga the biggest contract in NBA history. To Marloon, he had Kai Cenat, who's 5'3", sit down on a chair and dunk over him.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And he thought that was exceptional.
Yeah, people are before him already were dunking over Shaq. Who was a Joker? Someone else tall.
One motherfuckers back in the day jumping over cars and shit.
Yes, nigga.
Yeah. Now we got people. Yeah, people would use a jump. What was it? Blake Griffin used to jump over Kias.
He jumped over Kia.
Now we got Jaylen Brown jumping over Kai Cenat sitting down.
Bro, Aaron Gordon.
Kai Cenat's already short. They sat him down. Why? What the hell's going on here? What the fuck is... Listen.
And he missed. I think he missed that
Yeah, he
first
missed
dunk.
the first one.
He missed the first dunk, bro. He looked retarded.
Yeah, no, that shit was bad. And I love Jaylen Brown. I love the Celtics, but...
Nah, fuck Jaylen Brown.
That shit... I'm a Jaylen Brown fan. I love him.
Dribble left.
You like him
as a person?
clothes?
Oh, as a person, he's an amazing human being.
Oh my God, you know that.
He's a great person. I love everything
one of the
he's
best
about.
probably in the history of the NBA. Everything he's done nonprofit wise and for the black community.
The way
in
he's trying to uplift black
Massachusetts.
people, the way he upheld Bill
You know,
Russell
this is
and
just
his
sports
legacy.
banter.
Yes.
In case he's listening, because I've been trying to get him on. So in case he's listening,
amazing guy. However, Jaylen Brown, you piss me off because he knows that niggas hate him for the inability to dribble left. So this nigga decides to put on Michael Jackson's fucking glove on his left hand and dunk on his left hand to be like, oh, look at me. I can use my left hand. No, nigga, no one never said you can't dunk with your left.
Yeah.
You can't fucking dribble. And that's why the Warriors won. Fuck.
and then we got Mac McClung again winning the dunk contest.
That white boy gets brought up just to dunk.
It's crazy. He's in a D league now. Like he's not even a star. Like he's not on the team. Like he's in a D league, and like they brought him back to to dunk. Like, fuck, put that nigga on the real deal bench.
He's not good enough, bro. They wake him up to dunk. They be like, get up, nigga. Go do your job, white boy.
Do it again. You gotta do it again.
Bro, you saw he had his whole team there. They all were like ready. Nigga, my boy said he practices that shit all year long.
It's a field trip for him.
Yeah, he literally gets ready all year to dunk.
I would love to see bigger stars at the dunk contest, like a real deal LeBron James, like big stars, Ja Morant, like big athletes, but they want money.
Yeah.
And David's turn? No, Adam Silver doesn't want to give the bag. He doesn't want to give the bag.
They don't get paid for that day.
Yeah, they don't get paid, so.
But I get why Adam Silver's pissed, bro. 200 points. I think the other team scored 178. That's crazy.
Oh, in the All-Star game.
Yeah,
because moving on now, the All-Star game happened. That's the latest thing, the last thing that happened on the All-Star weekend. And again, horrible. No sense of actual like drive or ambition. The All-Star game during the Michael Jackson, rest in peace, Michael Jordan era and the Larry Bird era, growing up, the Dream Team, all that whole era, even the Olympics back then, was so more symbolic and meant so much more than what it does now.
The niggas hated each other.
Yeah, Larry Bird literally had a speech like an hour before the actual All-Star game saying like I hope we got all the best athletes in the world, the best basketball players in the world tonight. I hope we get a very aggressive, athletic. Let's get some competition in there. Show them why you're the greatest. And we did not get that. We got the opposite. We got people like throwing it all over the place. We got random players like now. Was it did Halliburton? What did he score? 50 points?
So here's the thing. Halliburton scored 3 points less than Damian Lillard, and he took half his shots.
Jesus Christ.
And Damian Lillard won, and it was in Indiana. Everyone felt like Halliburton should have won because he's a pacer. Yeah. And no, Damian Lillard won the MVP, and they booed him.
Yeah, I saw he got booed right during the MVP. Rightfully so, I feel like, because that definitely was some bullshit. LeBron James, only 8 points. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Jokic, 11.
He got injured. Supposedly he's injured. I don't know if it must have happened during the All-Star game, because either that or you're scared to face the Warriors on Thursday. There was rumors 2 weeks ago about the Warriors looking to trade for LeBron James. Crazy. I'm late to these rumors, but it was confirmed by LeBron James. He said like he heard about it when the news heard about it.
But he never directly heard about it.
Yeah, he never heard it behind the scenes, which might be some bullshit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm not a fan of that shit at all if it does happen. Now, the All-Star game, yeah, there's not much even more to talk about. It was just horrible.
There is.
What?
The 3-point battle.
Oh, 3-point contest between, what's her name again? People were saying it was,
Steph Curry and
Caitlin Clark. But it wasn't Caitlin Clark. It was the other girl.
She holds the world record for most consecutively made threes in a row.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, I kind of like.
She's a beast.
Yeah, she's a beast.
That's probably the best part of the whole All-Star weekend. Probably the 3-point shoot.
I would have loved more of that. Give me the 3 best shooters in the NBA and the 3 best shooters in WNBA. Let's really go toe for toe.
Hell yeah, because she had the opportunity to beat him. I feel like listen, if we do that more often, we're gonna see women beating the men
because they're better at skill games.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they focus on. Now, if they play a 1v1, GG's. Yeah. LeBron. Yeah. Imagine LeBron running down the court.
It's not fair, like defensive wise.
At all.
Just stronger. It's like nah, it wouldn't make sense.
But for skill games, it'd be really interesting to watch. Middies.
Yes.
Dribbling. Who can dribble better? Like that should be fly as fuck.
Her and Curry have a close relationship. It seems like he really supports her. So
that belt was terrible. Nigga, you're gonna tell me that shit? Yo, he threw that shit into his kid's room. He's like, "Don't play with that. That's your WWE belt."
Yeah, man. No, this shit, man. They gotta do a lot. The LED court. I kind of was a fan of it.
It was dope.
I kind of liked it. It was annoying at first because the LED court. This is the thing. NBA is always the first in a lot of things in the industry when it comes to just sports in general, right? The pandemic, the bubble, they're always innovative. So now the LED court, very innovative idea. You would have thought they would have done shit in Dubai already. No, the NBA did it. They premiered it in Indianapolis out of all cities. But I think it was pretty cool. You could switch the court to your liking. Obviously, the LED is electronic.
Put players' faces on it.
Exactly. Sponsored by Ruffles. So like whenever Stephen A. Smith would press like the Ruffle button, the court turns into like another colorway of like a Ruffle court, a Ruffle bag type shit. So that was pretty cool. And it's like gonna see what's gonna happen. Are we gonna use this at the finals? What's gonna
probably?
It could be distractive though. It could be distractive to some players. The light is kind of reflective on their face. But when you're watching it at home, it looks pretty cool because you can see everything. They're changing the dynamics. They're showing animations. And it looks pretty high def. They definitely practiced the fuck out of that court, and they tweaked it and did everything they had to do with it. Cause maybe I didn't see it, but I didn't see any errors. I didn't see any mishaps or any like technical difficulties with that. We're
gonna see more ads, definitely.
Oh no, hell yeah! Let us know the prices. We might pay for 1 second.
Did you see the Kenny thing? The announcers when it was Jaquez, the Mexican guy, and they put the Mexican flag in Jaquez's face. Kenny was like, "What the fuck is this Mexican shit?" That shit was all over Twitter, bro. That shit was.
I saw that Chuck and Draymond Green's coverage was pretty funny.
Yep.
It was like an alternative stream that you could watch online. It was pretty funny. Ernie Johnson scoring the 3-pointer was pretty funny.
Marlon, imagine a bunch of old black niggas drunk as shit just catching wreck. That's what happened, bro. Them niggas was drunk.
So that shit almost racistly.
No, old black
fuck?
niggas are hilarious.
No, I know, but
them niggas funny as fuck, nigga. It's like old Dominican niggas drunk and rack. It's hilarious.
It's like a barbershop.
Yeah, bro. It's math. They were just catching rack, bro. During the 3-point fight, they were like, "Tell that girl if she wants to be taken seriously, go pick up a real ball."
Yeah, or go cook or something. Like Chuck always has like those jokes about like girls need to be girls and stuff.
Oh my God, he's
moving
crazy.
on though. Speaking still about the All-Star game. There's a controversy happening right now with the All-Star game and Chris Brown. Chris Brown, ever since the Rihanna situation and his just domestic violence allegations and issues with women, has always been scrutinized and held to a different degree. And people have been saying he's been blackballed by a lot of things. The All-Star game, he got the email confirmed with the jersey and everything that he was going to play in the All-Star game. And then they allegedly backed out the NBA because of the sponsor not agreeing with it, right? The All-Star sponsor, which was Ruffles, saying that they didn't agree with it, that they weren't blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
Then Ruffles came out and made a statement. The Ruffles statement says, Ruffles sponsored last night's NBA All-Star Celebrity Game. However, we did not have any involvement in nor visibility to any player decisions or celebrity invite discussions. They denied this. Chris Brown said at Ruffles, "Cap, I guess y'all trying to save face now. Stand on business. Don't try to make it look like I'm tripping. You and the NBA representatives know exactly what y'all are doing." Then he said, "I have no reason to lie. Y'all know I don't chase clout. The only reason they responded is because of all the Team Breezy fans flooding they shit. Stop fucking playing with me. See how fake this shit is? Cowards. Y'all know damn well I ain't lying because I never been on this type of time." Right? So, and this is a debate to be had, whether is Chris Brown still being blackballed because of his issues with domestic violence? And also,
I believe so.
Is it justified? These brands, at the same time, this is something of his past. He's moved on. He's been forgiven by people that he's done any bullshit to, right? And he seemed to have grown from it. There hasn't been anything recent that I've seen or known of. Should people obviously move past it? Or do these brands still want to hold them accountable and be like, "Hey, no, you can't do this. We're going to send you the invite, but actually we're going to, you can't. You can't actually do this." It does seem very shitty. Remember there was an award show? This is the second time on a major scale that has happened to Chris Brown, because there was an award show. I forgot which one. You can look it up while I'm talking about it if you want real quick. A Chris Brown award show, Michael Jackson tribute canceled. He was supposed to do a Michael Jackson tribute. He practiced and everything. Amazing dance choreography. He literally recorded the whole choreography and practicing of the dance, and then he posted online to announce the fact that it got canceled. He was excited for it. He was ready to do it, and they canceled the Michael Jackson tribute.
American Music Awards.
The AMAs, the American Music Awards, right? This was what? Did it say the year? No?
2022.
This was in 2022. This was 2 years ago. Now, 2 years later, we have the NBA All-Star Game canceling his appearance at the Celebrity Game. And everyone was saying it while watching it. Where's Chris Brown? Where's Lil Durk? Where's Quavo? Where's maybe even Drake? Any player, anyone in the celebrity industry culture that actually is good at basketball? Chris Brown was like, "Hey, I was actually, listen, I almost had the chance to be, but they took me out of there." So, I've had a lot of women come at me for defending Chris Brown in the past, etc. But it's like, I feel like, man, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like this man, specifically I've done the proper research and due diligence on the Rihanna situation. And that was when he was 18, when he was younger, and Rihanna forgave him. So that's what I weigh heavy on, right?
Yeah, man. If the both of them involved, in the situation are cool. What the fuck's the issue?
It's Carucci and her restraining order.
That's what I was about to say. So the Carucci situation happened. People brought that up where Carucci, him had a relationship, and she felt like he was stalking or just being too aggressive with her because there was pictures and photos of him like pulling up on her, like he wanted to get back with her. She didn't want to be with him.
And then him trying to fight Frank Ocean a little bit after that. I think it was because of Carucci too.
Yeah. And I think he has problems with Quavo right now because of Carucci, because Quavo dated Carucci after Chris Brown, and Chris Brown didn't like that. That's why they were pictured at the Paris Fashion Week sitting next to each other. But Chris Brown left a comment like, "Yo, just because I'm sitting next to a nigga doesn't mean I fuck with him." A reminder.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't talk to each other at all.
Jesus Christ.
It was crazy. But Chris Brown's always been one of the most toxic artists. Very toxic. And at the same time, I think the problem with Chris Brown, he needs to realize, right? People are going to always feel this way. There's nothing he can do about this. Now, what he can do to lighten it, stop with the Pyru bullshit. Like, you want to be Mr. Brand friendly? Why are you posting that you are not a Muslim or a Jew, but I'm a Pyru and like representing the gang? Why you gotta be Mr. Gangster? Like, bro, that doesn't help your image at all either. Because you can most likely tie that to aggression, tie it to violence, and then circle it back to, restraining order. He hit Rihanna. It's not working in his favor. So I feel like he needs to drop that act fully and go Mr. Full, like brand, like you want to be a pop star, clean up everything fully, and then it's going to help your act. Other than that, situations like this are going to happen, you know, and I think these brands are definitely hypocritical. Suge Knight has a podcast, and Suge Knight said that it's hypocritical of the NBA to do this and Ruffles to do this because the Grammys are supporting Dr. Dre, but then Dr. Dre was behind music in the past in the 90s of bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, slapping bitches, etc. Allegedly, he did slap bitches, and there was like accusations of Dr. Dre involved in situations with women, but Dr. Dre is not being scrutinized like a Chris Brown.
There's also something else that happened. Yo, it's like niggas be forgetting what niggas be doing, bro. My nigga, Miles Bridges beat the dog shit out of his wife.
Yeah.
Not his wife, his BM, sorry. Like, bro, he brutally beat her. He was going to go to jail. He's gonna get off. He's playing in the league right now. Yo, it got so bad. Like Comcast people that for Charlotte, because he plays for Charlotte.
The Hornets.
Yeah, the Hornets. My nigga, like there were women and men like, I don't know if this guy should be on the team.
Yeah.
I don't know if he should be allowed to play. So Ruffles is mad at Chris Brown. All the people are champion. Because here's the thing, I'm not gonna defend or be against Chris Brown in this situation. I don't care about that. But to applaud it, to say good job that people are taking a stand against abusers. My nigga, Miles Bridges is in the fucking league, bro. What are we talking about right now?
And that's just in the NBA.
And that's just in the NBA. Also, and the NBA's always done this. Because when they suspended Kyrie about the whole Jewish thing. That's so cute. Because China has been literally locking up Muslims this entire time. And the same shoes that your players are wearing are being made by Muslim workers. So it's just been this consistent hypocrisy with the NBA. They'll do it for optics. It's optics. Oh, we got to stand by Ruffles and not let Chris Brown play.
Yeah, business.
Because he's an abuser. Yeah, it's business. But you're going to let Miles Bridges play fucking basketball. Eat my dick.
Especially because Ruffles was the main sponsor, so they didn't want to lose the main sponsor. Which I forgot that they were the main sponsor. Because if you look at the court, obviously the whole shit was Ruffles.
I can also show you what Miles Bridges' BM's wife, her face looked like after he beat the shit out of her. But
Disgusting. But yeah, man. Also staying in sports though, as of today, breaking news. It seems like we are getting actual more signs of the WWE and UFC crossing over. For those who don't remember, they are now under one brand, Endeavor. They are merged officially, but there hasn't been really much action. But today, there is a video of Michael Chandler, I believe his name is, calling out Conor McGregor during the actual, what's the day? Monday Night Raw?
It's Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw. So I'm going to play the clip for you guys. So let's watch it together here. Shout out to the WWE. And also, this comes at the height of, in my opinion, what has been some of the best WWE coverage and dialogues we ever gotten, especially in recent times with The Rock's comeback. The Rock right now playing the heel, going into like the bad villain Rock role again, has been some of the best shit ever. And it's been also after the WWE UFC merged, but also the Vince McMahon situation. You know, Vince McMahon stepping back down again. Michael Chandler is now calling out notorious Conor McGregor during WWE Raw right here.
Please welcome UFC lightweight fighter, Michael Chandler!
Hey, what's up, Anaheim? Oh, hey, you are now in the presence of the most entertaining UFC fighter on the planet.
Okay.
Hey, now there's a man from Ireland that's been making me wait for way too long. And I still got one dude on my mind. Conor McGregor, get your candy ass back to the octagon. We got some unfinished business, boys. God bless. I'll see you at the top.
So, and Logan Paul retweeted this and said, like, you know, the merger, the crossover has begun. TKO going through the roof, stock. I think that this is just alluding to maybe a WrestleMania debut of UFC fighters wrestling. You know, it's going to happen. It's bound to happen. With The Rock, what he's been doing has been phenomenal. The banter, like him just talking has been, like, oh my God, those clips are insane. Like, him protecting Roman Reigns and taking the Cody Rhodes fight away and him bringing it back. Allegedly, he's going to come back and just like running shit has saved the WWE from the scrutiny that it got from the Vince McMahon shit, you know, and rightfully so, because hopefully they remove Vince McMahon fully if the stuff that, you know, came out is true, because there was always rumors throughout years, like other allegations, this and that. He stepped away and came back, stepped away and came back. Now it seems like he's permanently removed, so we shall see what's happening there. But that's a major moment right now.
Let me ask you a question. Those scripts, would you be mad? Because this is what this sounds like. That doesn't sound authentic at all.
No, hell no.
This sounds like a script they're starting in WWE that transitions to UFC. Would you want to see that? WWE
going
style,
to UFC?
Yeah, WWE style scripts being implemented in UFC.
I can see that happening, but it has to make sense. Like a Conor McGregor retired. People want him to come back. He did surgery on his leg. He feels better. He did a movie. He's healthy again. But the only way that he would come back, it seems like, it would be some shit like this.
Because remember,
fake fight.
There was real beef in the UFC.
I know, 100%. It always everything is real.
Especially with McGregor. Remember, he was beefing for real with Khalid, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He attacked his tour bus and like.
Oh no, yeah, they got racist.
Yeah, it got really racist. So that's my question for you: is like, would you prefer scripted scenarios versus the real shit we've been getting that's been very
I think Conor
unfiltered?
McGregor's comeback is probably gonna be scripted. It seems like it's gonna be that way. Other than that, you know, the real beef, I want to still keep it real because that's the thing. UFC is the realest thing we got. Mixed martial arts in our face, people bleeding, damn near dying in the fucking octagon. So to remove that and add a WWE scripted element, it would have to make sense.
Yeah.
With Conor McGregor, it can make sense. Now, this might happen at WWE's WrestleMania this year because they've been doing like a lot of anticipation for that. I think we might get that. And we might get Dana White wrestling, you know what I'm saying, like a crossover like that, like these bigger names going into the ring, the WWE ring. Something is going to happen because the brands can't come together and not cross over at all. It's impossible.
So if this crossover works, do you think they buy boxing, the World Boxing Organization? Do you think they try to incorporate that?
Oh, no, hell no.
Because I only ask.
That's a monopoly at that point. They got to shut that shit down.
It's a monopoly. But we have to have an honest conversation, bro. Tyson Fury got dropped by him.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot homeboy's name, the black guy, the former UFC fighter that he boxed. Yo, bro, he hit him and Fury fell. So the UFC fighters are boxing.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how longer that's going to go without Dana White getting involved. I can imagine Dana White is watching that and saying that's another bag for us.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting, especially for Conor McGregor. I love Conor McGregor. So I'm excited to see how they're going to go about with him. Because Dana White this weekend said, like, Conor McGregor needs no more money. Like, he's rich as fuck. Like, what do you guys want me to do? Like, I can't. There's no money I can offer him to come back and fight. Like,
there's just title and status at that point.
Yeah, so if he does a WWE route, it could make sense. You know, Conor McGregor, The Rock, Dana White, these people getting in the ring, vice versa, you know, exhibition styles. I think that's what we're going to start seeing more and more. it's gonna be exciting. But I think boxing is gonna stay in its own lane. I think it's gonna stay in its own lane. There's so much money in different leagues and different versions of boxing.
I get it.
They have their own issue already.
But I could see it happening only because I could see them trying to make all the fighting go under one roof.
Yeah.
Because these people
monopoly.
Because people keep running away to different spots. Yo, this is my other. This would be crazy. Dana White incorporating celebrity UFC and WWE. You see that happening?
Whoo! There was already rumors because they did the movie that's coming out, Roundhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal, and people thought that Jake Gyllenhaal was really about to do like a UFC fight, etc.
Yeah, because Logan Paul and Jake Paul are trendsetters for that.
Yeah.
And Logan Paul, I think it's Logan, is already in WWE. So I can imagine him and Dana White are having conversations about this, how they can get streamers and YouTubers to be in this whole thing.
I think that what they need to do is combine, get more of like the script writers, etc., and implement more of that. Help them out, like build up characters. Because right now, if you're not a character in the UFC, you really ain't selling tickets. Like Sean Strickland right now is like the biggest character right now, the newer character. People hate him, but like he is like a villain. He's so mean and so like fucking racist and crazy, and like he plays into that shit fully. But it's entertaining as fuck. You know, whether you love him or hate him, and people watch his fights. He lost his fight, and you would have thought he won it, because the uproar of like clout he still gained after the fight was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that if they do that, it's going to be interesting. It's going to happen. Moving on, speaking of monopolies and speaking about money, someone that's always about his money is Donald Trump. Donald Trump has now gone to SneakerCon in Philadelphia over the weekend, packed out, people going crazy, either booing him, or there was like a woman that was like, allegedly crying for him. Because Donald Trump has premiered a sneaker. I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm not wearing this shoe. I wouldn't wear this shoe in a million years. But the inspiration is like a Jordan 1 sole. These are called the Never Surrender high tops. People are now calling them the AKA the January 6s, right? And they dropped, there was 1,000 of them limited that dropped online for $400 retail. I didn't buy them. I should have bought them because it took 2 hours, but they sold out in 2 hours. And now they've been being resold on eBay right now. They're being resold on eBay for upwards of $3,000, and people are paying it. And there was a limited, I think, 50 friends and family pack in person at SneakerCon that some people got, and they got signed by Donald Trump. A man paid $9,000 for like a raffle of a signed pair of Donald Trump's sneakers. And Donald Trump said that he's been trying to do this for years, for 12 years, he said. And he finally launched them. Pretty wild move. Now, is it going to help him is this marketing towards the black demographic, millennial group? You know, sneaker culture definitely has an impact, but this shoe is just more of a moment than anything else, because this is not a good shoe. You know, it's not like he's trying to like. This is not competing with the Yeezy or nothing. This is just like a shoe for like a moment. You know, now there's definitely gonna be some trolling people wearing this. Kodak Black probably gonna cop a pair. He's probably gonna post up with I got the Trumps on. I got the Trumps on. You're gonna see that. Maybe Boozy. You know what I'm saying?
Boozy without a doubt.
Boozy. You're gonna see a lot of rappers.
Charleston White. What's his name?
Charleston White
Yeah.
might rock these. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty interesting, and it worked. It was effective. Now, I didn't do like a Yeezys. Yeezys drop, and it was sold out in 5 seconds with bots. This shit took 2 hours, but it sold out. I didn't even know it was limited. I would have copped a pair. I'm like, this is an easy flip. People are making thousands of dollars just like that, you know, instantly. Now, sneaker resellers that were at the event, 2J Kicks, a lot of them that are Benjamin Kicks. Remember Benjamin Kicks? It used to be with DJ Khaled a lot years ago. They were there. They were pictured at SneakerCon taking photos with Donald Trump, and they've been canceled. If you look at the comment section, 2J Kicks, Benjamin Kicks, they're calling them sellouts. They're calling them a disgrace to sneaker culture, sneaker of resale culture, because of the fact that they are co-signing Donald Trump, taking photos with Donald Trump, and they are doing, posting the photos, everything, like a full-on co-sign with Donald Trump. What do you think? Where do the people stand with this? You know, is this a W or is it a disgrace?
I don't give a fuck, nigga. It's a shoe. Who gives, this is is crazy, bro. Nigga, it's a terrible shoe. Yo, I gotta ask you a question. Both of you. You really think this is about the election or is this an ego thing for this nigga? Because there's no fucking way that this nigga thought, oh, I'm gonna get some votes with these fucking terrible ass gold shitty shoes, bro.
The never surrenders.
He really gotta like believe he has to like these, bro.
And he got the tee right there. That's the same tee from his hotel, no? The same tee.
Vic, I'm telling you, this is an ego thing, bro. I don't think this has anything to do with the
My
election.
thing is like Donald Trump probably wouldn't even wear these.
No, I think he might, bro.
You think he would?
I think he's that egotistical.
Nah, bro, he wouldn't wear these. I don't know. Like
unless he thought, oh, yo, for the niggers. Like,
the flag is probably the coolest part about it. Where it's like, oh shit, like I'm surprised. Like Nike hasn't done nothing like this. Like an actual like American flag on the back heel.
That was kind of tough.
Upper heel with the actual like stars on them.
That's pretty tough.
I would love to get a pair just to review the quality as a sneakerhead. The front of it, the toe box kind of looks like a Stan Smith type of cut.
I was thinking the same thing.
But like a Stan Smith mixed with like a Jordan 1.
It looks like a high top Chuck too.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting. Did he change it enough to not get sued, obviously, by Nike?
He is.
Because we got Cool Kai, doing the Cool Kai sneakers, and he got sued by Nike, right? The whole situation with Nike.
I thought he had a deal with them.
No. He never had no deal with them. He had a whole issue with them, remember? The
He
lawsuit.
He said he's sponsored by Nike now.
Oh, now maybe?
Yeah, he announced
I haven't been updated yet.
Yeah, he announced it a couple of days ago. Yeah, that's when niggas was tweeting. He's really gonna buy Joe Budden now.
Oh, you're talking about Cenat?
Yeah,
I'm talking about the sneaker maker. There's a black sneaker maker that makes the fake Jordan 1s that people wear.
Shoot out that
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, he did steal that.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting if Donald Trump changed it enough, or if he didn't, is he gonna really be sued like the black creator Cool Kai did for the Jordan, the interpretation of the Jordan?
No, he will. You wanna know why I know? He actually stole the sole. I remember this. He took the sole was part of the infringement policy. He might get in trouble for this. The lacing.
I was in the back.
Shoe that
This
has
is the
lacing.
one, the Jordan 1 back right here.
Yeah,
that little thing.
Because a part of copyright infringement when you're making designs is you're arguing that there was original creativity in the design itself.
Yeah.
And that isn't an original design. That stitching, that below stitching right there is unique to a certain Nike shoe, and what you're talking about in the back is unique to a Nike shoe. So bro, he might get fried.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that. Moving on, Sean Evans. I'm a huge fan of Sean Evans. Sean Evans from Hot Ones. Hot Ones is one of the biggest social media shows created by Complex years ago, where celebrities go on, get interviewed, and they eat hot wings, the hottest wings, and they go up hotter and hotter and hotter. I met Sean Evans years ago at a Complex Con event. Sean Evans is an amazing man. Sean Evans is one of the best people, like, at what they do. Like, interviewing, research style at Hot Ones, that hosting position, when you watch that show, Sean Evans is like a 10 out of 10. His execution, the skill level, what he does with that, like, he puts the show on his back. The way is amazing. The way he does it is phenomenal. I love what he does. Sean Evans has gone viral because Sean Evans has been in a relationship, I guess, with a porn star. Or let's say, for lack of, let's not get blocked here, corn. I'm going to start saying corn. With the corn star. The corn star goes by the name of, let me not misquote her, I believe Melissa Stratton, the corn star. I'm not sure if any of you have seen her films. Melissa Stratton, right? She posted during the Super Bowl weekend Sean Evans on her social media that they were together. Sean Evans posted himself by himself. So she confirmed the relationship. It was rumored. They were dating for months, right, since last year. But Sean Evans, on Valentine's Day, allegedly reached out to her and broke up with her. He couldn't handle, they're saying reports, the fact that she was a corn star. Once it reached the public eye, once people found out, he was getting trolled, a lot of comments. Adam22 made a video and literally confirmed that he slept with his girlfriend, like making fun of that. Like, I've had sex with her.
What?
You know, because she was a part. She did the show, the podcast that he does where they sleep with the people on the podcast with his wife. He did that with Melissa, with Sean Evans' now girlfriend.
But why would you do?
So now the question lies, right? Did Sean Evans fuck up with this? Like, obviously he knew what she did for a profession. He couldn't handle it. Is that why he left? Or was it just because he couldn't handle the people and then finding out actually like, oh, damn, she slept with this person, she slept with that person? Like, would you date a corn star in real life? Would you date a corn star? Would anyone of you watching this date a corn star?
Well, I'm just looking at what she looks like. Wow.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful.
She's beautiful, yeah.
She's beautiful.
First, Adam 22 is a hypocrite because he was attacking people who attacked him about letting his wife get pounded by another man.
Yeah.
He was pretty upset about that. He said, you guys are corny. My wife can do whatever she wants. This is part of our life, whatever. So for him to make that video mocking Mike Evans is like...
Sean Evans
is like, bro, why would you do that? Like, you just came at everyone else for doing it to you. You're a weirdo. But again, clout chasing, whatever. It is what it is. Would I date a porn star? No. Oh, sorry, corn star. No. I personally don't agree with the lifestyle choices. I think that's up to you. Like, if you want to be a corn star, that's your life. I don't care. But I think sex work is rooted in violence, trauma, and misogyny. And I think that a lot of people who participate in that work are exposed to that constantly. And I'm against us selling our bodies for profit.
How about a retired corn star? What if she were to say, hey, I'll date you, but I'm Melissa Stratton. I'll stop doing corn, but I still have to make a career, so let me do my OnlyFans and let me post myself just naked, and I'll live off of that.
Get back to me in a second. Ask Marlon that question. Because I'm going to answer it poorly.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm falling asleep. Yo, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm going to be honest with you. I was having this conversation with my boy Doug earlier today because I came across some video, some girl giving her ex-boyfriend a GTR. And I was like, oh, shit, bro. I was like, what do I got to do to have someone like that? And he's like, well, she's an OnlyFans model. I was like, oh, shit. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I wouldn't necessarily call her my girl. Like, it wouldn't be like my girl, bro. I would
sneaky link.
It would be a sneaky link, yeah, a fling.
My God.
Especially if she's pampering me like that, bro.
Oh my God.
Go do your shit, girl.
Go take dick.
Go, bro. It's my fling. It's not my main bitch.
So you're never gonna wife a corn star?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not about that life.
But like
bro.
a retired one. She doesn't do it no more. Not actively. Like a Mia Khalifa.
Fuck Mia Khalifa.
She's with
Bella Anderson.
Mia Khalifa's with that Spanish rapper.
Bella Anderson hits me up right now. I'm gonna see what's good.
Damn.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, so Vic.
What?
You marrying a retired corn star?
I would.
Wow.
I would. I feel like it's like, especially if it's like a retired, like as a part of your past. You know, because I'm not a hypocrite. I feel like if I indulge in
how famous of a
the
corn star
industry, as famous as possible. We act like a vagina. People say like a vagina gets loose. That's not real.
It's not the loose component, bro. It's that there's like 80 videos of your shorty getting drilled.
Oh no, yes, but if you're making her, well, it depends, right? Like if the goal is to make her, you're dating to make her your wife. You want to do a family, want to have a family with her, etc. Right? I'm more for that rather than just like dating around a corn star, because what's the
point?
What's really the point? Now, if you fuck around, that's one thing, right? To fuck around, you can, yeah, I get that. That's what Drake allegedly does a lot. He fucks a lot of corn stars.
Fuck around with a corn star.
You know, but to being like in a serious relationship that's just like, let's see how this goes.
I wouldn't wife.
If you're not really trying to pursue her into like start a family, I wouldn't do that.
My thing is,
I wouldn't do that. But I would try to, like, if she wants to seriously have a family,
unless it's
I would do it if a corn star, yeah, because it's just, I feel like it's a part of her past, and like, you know, and this reform, like that doesn't define them fully. Like there's a lot of them that have done that in the past, and they're like a completely different person now. Some of them do that, become different, and then go back kind of to it now. Mia Khalifa's doing that, where like she was like against it fully after retiring, but now she's like going back to it. So there's a catch-22. You know, with the Sean Evans one, I would have to do my research. I do not think she's retired. I think that she must be still doing it actively. Now, I will say this. It's pretty interesting. I was shocked that Sean Evans is dating a corn star. Sean Evans is extremely talented and famous as fuck now, because on Hot Ones, the biggest celebrities in the world have been on there.
Yeah.
And they show him respect every time they're on there because they know he's so fucking good. So technically, Sean Evans can kind of get with anyone he wants in the world.
He probably liked her.
he must have really loved this girl or like really liked her. Like he fucked with her a lot.
Yeah, and he couldn't handle the pressure. My thing is, Vic, personally, I would most likely never date a corn star. Only reason why is because, again,
it's a lot of pressure.
Beyond just the pressure, it's the personality trait. To be a former corn star means at some point you were willing to tolerate everything I mentioned: the misogyny, the male violence, and the trauma and all these other things. Because there's a lot that comes with being a corn star. There's a lot of reasons why people become corn stars. I personally would have to see in your personality that you're at least trying to overcome these things and you're moving on from a lot of it. That's very hard. That takes years of therapy and identifying why you decided to be there.
Especially if it's like a stereotypical story, like she was 18.
Yeah,
she was groomed into the industry.
Or she was desperate and needed the money, and then she got groomed when she got it. Like I can't.
That's just evil, because that's the evil side of it. Because remember, Eric was like walking down the street, I think, going to school one day.
I remember, and they offered.
And they offered him. That's how they be doing that shit. Like a lot of these creepy ones, unfortunately, like they seek young talent.
Yeah.
Because that's where their money's at. Right, they can put 18 in the title of the corn shit. And to be honest, whenever that shit pops up, I don't watch those. It bothers me. The corn shit, like the 18 corn.
Kids, because I was 18 when they offered, and then they didn't want me.
All right, bro.
I would have said yes.
This guy's crazy.
I was with them when they did that.
And
when
they didn't offer to you?
No.
Diablo loco.
You should have shook your cake real quick. You should have took your ass off. Imagine you just mooned them.
That's when I was in my prime, so they definitely look for specific people.
I think it's crazy. Yo, but my thing is, bro, that's just so much. That's so traumatizing. I'm good on you have to do a lot of work to go beyond that. And like you said, Mia Khalifa went back.
Yeah.
That means you actually didn't move on from it. Also, there's a value thing here. In my value system, the idea of selling my body to a bunch of men who are literally like, they're just misogynistic and they're just using me for their own sexual preference. For you to be okay with that, our values don't align.
So then, if you feel that way, should people that feel that way not watch porn?
And that's the thing. I do.
Was the last time you watched porn?
Oh, I watched porn. I'm well aware. I'm a hypocrite. I'm well aware. Oh, no, I'm well aware. I'm well aware. And I've struggled with that, and I've tried to overcome it. It's hard. It's a society we live in.
Yeah.
I've been watching, and we can have a really deep conversation here. Beyond just being 16, because they were 16, Marlon was 18. Or Eric was 15, I can't remember. And walking down the street and being offered to be a porn star. Bro, imagine being 11, 10, and your sister's older boyfriend is telling you how to masturbate. It's telling you what porn stars to go. That's just not normal. That's not okay. I've been exposed to it since I was like 11, 12. And it's like you could say I'm a hypocrite because I watch porn, but I'm against it. But I've also been groomed into it. Like, this is the shit I've been watching my entire, half my life. What am I supposed to do? Stop? It's part of me. And it sucks. I don't like it. But that's just what it is. And I'm obviously not saying that to, come at you, but, that's really just where we're at.
Come on me, too, if you want to pause. I'm just kidding.
You're crazy. Wow. Wow.
Had to say something crazy. We're talking about porn. Gotta throw some shit out.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're probably just as young when you started masturbating and watching porn.
Yeah,
I can imagine Marlon was around the same age, too. Like, we're groomed into this as men.
So Marlon started yesterday. I'm
a virgin, bro.
He's a virgin. He just started touching his dick yesterday.
Nigga is a liar. I feel like
I didn't even touch my dick to pee.
That is crazy. But yo, really think about it. You know how unhealthy that is? That our first sexual interaction is a grown ass nigga sticking his dick into a grown ass woman. And then the expectation is that I should just accept this entire industry and what it's rooted in because I participate in it by masturbating. No, I'm just as much as a victim as the people who are in it.
No, yeah, it's a crazy industry.
You don't appreciate the art, bro?
I do. I have to.
I think there's an artistic approach and business approach to it that I respect the most. But then it gets skewed when there's a lot of creepy grooming and there's a lot of creepy
the way
sex addicts as well. Like girls who just want to be whores and they're open to it.
Didn't you want to be a porn star director?
Oh, you should say that. Because I feel like I could have done it.
Bro,
directed porn.
Bro, he had a whole genre. This shit was chair sex, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Chair sex is crazy. But I would watch that. That sounds pretty elite. I'm not going to lie. Because, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, porn's becoming more twisted.
Man, hell yeah.
Bro,
I feel like there's enough porn. We don't need no more porn.
They're playing into, rape porn now. they're playing into like a lot of these fetishes of like women being like intoxicated and getting raped. Like
I mean,
I'm
they've
watching
always had
it.
crazy shit. I remember the 2 girls in 1 cup.
Yeah. But
Oh my god.
Like what's trending now is getting worse.
There's some sites that do filter shit like that though. Like filter it out. Like they don't like surprisingly you would think that you would see certain things like that, but there's some websites that have gone out of their way
to do it,
to take out like the immoral shit like that.
But there's
you know?
some that profit off of it, and there's a lot of newer women coming in.
I hate that stuff.
Playing into like incel culture, this idea that there's these like frail loser young men that you need to play into their wants and needs, and it's very
Like
weird.
Neon. That's what Neon is. He's like a walking version of that.
That's why he has so many fans, because there's so many people like, bro, it's scary. That's why when you ask me, can I date someone that does something like that? No. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're playing into it willingly, and you're corrupting people, and you're ruining their lives. You're doing what they did to me as a kid. And you're creating this unhealthy relationship with sex. How am I supposed to just marry you and act like you didn't do that? And it's not a reflection of who you are. Like, I have to know you moved on from that.
No, it's true. I can see that. Moving on. Last two quick topics to end the podcast. Vince Staples dropped his show on Netflix. It's officially out. The Vince Staples Show. I watched it. I liked the show. My review. You guys haven't watched it yet or no?
No, I haven't. I saw your review though.
There's 5 episodes out. It's like 20 minutes. It's 20 to 30 minutes long each episode. Short as hell. Real quick season. I feel like the show, the Vince Staples Show, definitely. I gave it like an 8.2 out of 10. I feel like the show, no matter how much people want to say, like, oh, there's no comparison to Atlanta. What Donald Glover did with Atlanta was so impactful that there's always going to be connections back to it. When you watch Vince Staples Show, you feel like there's a connection back to the Atlanta show. Why? The Vince Staples Show is about him being who he is, a rapper. A black, successful guy who's became a rapper, being himself, Vince Staples. Literally on the show, his name is Vince Staples. Vince, everything is Vince. So it's like, is portrayed on his life, but not really. And it's like real life occurrences that happen without trying to be funny, but then they come off funny. Just like Atlanta, especially season 1 of Atlanta. When you watch season 1 of Atlanta, that's what it was. About the life of like, not his life, but his life as like trying to help Paperboy, the rapper, and then like, and to be compared to Atlanta, like it's not a negative thing. Like Atlanta is one of the greatest shows in the history of life. Like arguably maybe the greatest black show ever. That alone. But overall shows is up there. Like it's a classic show.
Still got Dave Chappelle number 1.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle, yeah. It was a different version of a show. That's more like a
Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, Prince of Bel-Air's up there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get the motherfuckers. But Atlanta's great. Now, Vince Staples Show. I think the best scene was the bank robbery scene. When the vault is broken into and like he's like, oh, if you do a heist, you're George Clooney. Ocean's 11. Oh, if you rob a bank or something, though, you're Queen Latifah. It's like a callback to like the Set It Off, the Queen Latifah movie. So it's like funny, dope, good writing on the show. Now, I do think it was underwhelming compared to the YouTube version. If you go on YouTube right now, I think it should still be up. There's a couple episodes of the Vince Staples Show. They're like 3 minutes long, 2 minutes long, and the scenes of when he was trying out the show, piloting it, way like rawer, like more aggressive, like fighting, like doing crazy shit, and didn't seem as filtered as the Netflix version. The Netflix version comes off a bit more filtered. It's as if like which he confirmed in an interview on Breakfast Club. He said that he was working with what's the guy's name that does the black shows? Kenya Barris on this show to create the show, and Kenya Barris would get calls from Netflix, and he would call Vince Staples. We got to cut this out, we got to cut that out, and there was like I think one joke. What did he say on Breakfast Club? It was a specific joke about something. It might have been like a COVID joke. There was something that he had to cut out that they said that it was just too much, blah, 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 blah. I wish that they kept it in. I wish it if it needed to be more rawer.
Should have went to Comedy Central.
Yeah, but I think it's a good start. And it's amazing to see Vince Staples' career because Vince Staples is known more for his personality than his music. People love his interviews. People love him as a personality, his takes, his comedy. Now the show. Amazing, successful on Netflix, and he doesn't even necessarily have like hit records. Like he's not like a major act or like high selling artist. He's nothing. He's basically still underground. and he's doing all this. I think it's like a West Coast Atlanta. I like the show. The favorite episode I think was the best one was episode 5, White Boy, where it's like this guy who's white. His name is White Boy, and Vince is like going back to school and to like as a rapper speaking to kids, and then one of the kids stays after. He's like, "Hey, my dad knows you." Blah 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 blah. And he's like, "Oh really?" Blah blah. And he's like, "Yeah, but not in a good way. His name's White Boy." Blah 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 blah. And he's like, "What?" So then Vince leaves the school. He calls his boy like, "Do you remember this guy?" Blah blah blah. And his boy's like, "Yo, listen, prison rules. I think you got some beef. You gotta be careful. That sounds like you have some beef." And he walks to the parking lot, and then White Boy, the black guy, is picking up the kid. Right away, pulls out a gun, starts to shoot at Vince Staples. Vince Staples has to run away. He's like, "Oh, it's like old beef, like his old beef coming back." And then it runs, and then it goes into like Vince Staples eventually being chased around the whole LA everywhere, and then eventually he ends up killing the guy, and then the kid is left with like no father. There's like a deepness to it, but it comes off funny. So I think it's a dope show. It's really well written, but it's still underwhelming. Like when I watch it, there's something about it that gives me like underwhelmingness. But I think it's the length. It's short, right? The episodes are short. It's only 5 episodes, so like it feels like it's a build up, and then it like stops. Even though you can watch each episode separately, I would recommend it to watch it in order because there's like a joke and like certain things that kind of are callbacks. Like in episode 5, there's like a callback, like the cereal callback to like the bank episode where he was trying to get a loan in the bank for a cereal idea, but he ended up being a part of like a bank robbery. That's a callback because I guess eventually he made the actual cereal brand in the episode 5. So shit like that. But I would recommend to watch it. I love it. I don't want to blame him. If you watch the Breakfast Club interview, you can't blame him because he's like, "Yo, they would like tell me they were censoring me, blah, blah, blah." So you have to blame Netflix and you have to blame the producers. But please let Vince Staples do everything and let him do his shit because I think it could be a classic show if you give him more chances. The potential is there. It's going to be something. But there might be some slight overhype. If you go on Twitter, bro, people are making this shit seem like it's like the best show ever. Like it's like, oh my God, instant classic. I don't know. I'm going to have to rewatch it again.
To call you a hater?
No, I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic, man. You got to be honest. I was kind of scared to be honest. I'm like, yo, why is everyone's showing us so much love? I'm like, I like it, but it's not like a classic like this. But we shall see. I think there's a slight overhype. But it's a good thing. Like, you want that for it to get renewed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get the real shit. Last topic, though, academics revealed on the stream. This is, for those who don't know, business talk when it comes to what is a stream worth? What's the value of a stream in the music industry, right? It's a question no one fucking knows. We went from CDs to streams, but none of the artists signed off or agreed to it. And everyone's just been going along with it, and there's been a lot of scams, right? Academics revealed on the stream that he knows people that you can pay $250 and they'll literally buy you 1 million fake streams, right? But he says on Spotify will pay you, if you're an independent artist and you get 1 million streams, they'll pay you $4,000 around for the streams. So it sounds like a crazy like loophole. Like you're telling me I can if Spotify can't detect that these are fake streams, you can get away with it. All it takes is a $250 investment to make $4,000. The shit does not add up. There's a weird loophole, and I think because of the fact of that is the reason why there's still gonna be artists in the music industry getting fucked over, because even the actual streaming platforms are getting fucked over. You can buy fake streams, you can buy fake views. Back then, you can't buy fake sales.
No, you have to buy.
You have to buy the fucking album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to buy the fucking album. And actually, now I think about that, we skipped over the Kanye, but we can circle it back to this, because Kanye's album, #1 album in the country. Despite everything, Kanye's album, #1 album in the country. People actually went out and bought it on iTunes.
Yeah, 45,000 physicals.
45,000 people went and bought it on iTunes. Now, he defied the odds. I was shocked. 148,000 copies first week. That's big. Despite everything, he was taken down from streaming platforms. He was blackballed from these places. They don't want to work with him because he's independent. But it's not fully that. Like I said, it's a mess. He's not clearing samples. He's like doing shit rushed, right? he's independent now. So like there's like a mess. There's no proper team behind him. They're like kind of scramble things and push it together and just kind of relying on the back of it's Kanye West.
Yeah.
You know,
and you're not getting the privilege of getting a song because you're Kanye West
Exactly.
anymore.
It's like you can't fully rely on your privilege. You have to be actually business savvy.
Welcome to the life of an artist.
Yeah. So, despite that, though, he's number one in the country. You guys, he did it. He fucking did it. You know, he proved me wrong. Independently, he did it. One of the biggest independent releases in history, especially recent history. And it passed Taylor Swift sales, 21 Savage sales. This week, though, they're saying it might be Fuerza Regida, the Mexican band we spoke about in the past. They dropped a new project, and they're number one right now, and they're passing Kanye Vultures. You know, now it still stands. I don't think it's one of his best albums. I still think it was one of his worst. But I think he's the third artist with the most consecutive number one debuts. I think it's 11. He can pass and become number one. Maybe this year. Vultures 2 is coming, and Vultures 3 is coming, allegedly. If he drops both of those back to back, and they're both number one again, independently, he's going to be the most consecutive, like he's the number one artist with the most number one albums debuted. It's going to be crazy. Now, will he do this? There's rumors of actual rappers rapping, like more rappers featured on Vultures 2. I'm hearing there's another album. Thankfully, hopefully, that's what we're hearing. It's a whole other album. But will it happen? Will we get that album? We barely got this album.
He has to finish this one. It's not done.
You know, and then Apple Music took it down because of the fact that the distributors they didn't confirm it with the team. So I guess Kanye spoke with someone on a distributor company to distribute this album and upload it to streaming platforms, etc.
It's some rogue employees.
But it was a rogue employee that went behind the backs, and then the actual company didn't fully approve it. They didn't even know it was happening, and when they realized it, they pulled the plug. So Kanye had to find another distributor, rush to it, and now it's back on Apple Music and streaming platforms. But despite this, it's still at number one.
Yo, imagine how much money he's making right now.
Kanye?
Off that fucking album.
I mean, if you think about it, calculate it off of the perfect, tie it into what I'm saying, right? So if I said $4,000 per... Damn, but we still have to calculate.
The 45,000 in physicals.
But if you go on Spotify, doesn't it tell you the streams? It should, right? Let's see. If you go on Vultures, let's see the Vultures. This is a live experiment, guys. Vultures. No, it doesn't say it. I think if you go to artists, it says like the number of streams, but
that they've gotten.
But yeah, let's see. Hey Siri, how many streams did Kanye West Vultures album get? Let's see if Siri works. Wow. I'm afraid I can't do that for you. Damn.
Yo.
Is it the J people? Damn.
Stop it, bro.
No, just
This
kidding.
crazy. Yo, but this is really interesting. This is why
Google it.
I wish Kanye wasn't mentally ill. Because, oh my God, how he could expose the entire industry with this.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga.
Not to cut you off, though, but 170 million streams.
Okay.
So 170 million streams.
Divided by 4,000. Wait, no, how many does he need?
No, so 4,000 times 170. So that's
$4,000 per stream?
Yeah, 4,000, or what, did I say that right? Let me see, or was it 40,000? Yeah, $4,000 per million streams on Spotify alone. So he would make on Spotify alone $680,000.
Yeah, he needs to reveal that. Yo, you know how much trouble he'll get in? How bad everyone would look if he revealed the just the numbers on everything?
What Kanye should have done, to be honest, is not even go to streaming platforms at all. He should have dropped the album on iTunes and physicals in stores. Let's bring it back to that day. Because that's what he tried to do with the fucking Don the 2 bullshit, but then the company didn't fuck with them, the stem player.
Yeah.
Which is a good idea, but he didn't fully roll it out.
He didn't fully commit to it.
Yeah, so it fucked everything over. But go to that era, go back in time with that, and then you'll see. I feel you'll get even more impact.
My thing is, I feel like it's too late for that. He's been blackballed so badly. You have to now play into the rebel role. You have to play into the, okay, I'm just gonna call everyone out now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you niggas how bad these people are getting raped.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really reveal bro, that shit would have artists would have been heated, nigga, if they saw the actual splits, because maybe it's more and we don't know it.
It might be. It might be.
You know how bad that looked for the labels?
Yeah, and this is all independently under his label Yeezy. Now, will we get more Yeezy acts? You know, it worked for him independently. Will Kanye West now sign other artists on to his label?
Yeah.
And show them, hey, independently, work with me, and you can get money too. I can show you how to do this.
Bro, he has the potential of burning the house down.
He could fuck up the whole industry.
He's just not there, bro, and that's what's frustrating. I think he's so all over the place. He may even do what you say. Vultures too, just physicals, and it's like you have to pick a route.
Yeah, you got to come out.
Yeah. How are you gonna do this? How are you gonna burn this shit to the ground? How are you gonna do this? He's just all over the place. It doesn't come off right. I feel bad.
Yeah, the music industry is a crazy, crazy business. I'm always reading up on it. Did you guys still listen to Vultures? Have you guys been listening still?
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you. He keeps changing
what songs you guys been playing?
Don't throw me in here.
Yeah,
I haven't listened.
Have you even
to
heard it yet?
No.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they weren't happy about that in the comments.
They weren't happy about.
They were like, how can They were like, Marloon. Someone left a good long ass paragraph.
Right.
They were like, Marloon is on such a big platform. He needs to. We deserve him or some shit. Like he needs to do the
said
research.
that you're on a big hip hop platform, and Kanye West has had a large influence on hip hop today. It doesn't make sense that you don't listen to Kanye West.
Or you haven't heard that album. I think that's what it was. No.
Yeah, it was both.
I think they're talking about that album. I think no.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna listen to whoever the fuck I want.
Which is also valid.
Kanye West didn't introduce hip hop to me.
True.
The fuck?
That's true.
I grew up listening to fucking Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent, G Unit.
Yeah, I don't think they know you're older.
Before I even fucking came across Kanye West.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fuck?
Yeah, it was a dumb comment.
Butt my ass, bro.
You're hilarious. But that's why I'm telling you, I listen to the album like a lot, so I know he keeps changing it. I'm watching it. He took off the song you didn't like. The white girl song, the white people song. The right before Problematic, there was that song that he sampled.
Do it, some shit like that. Do it.
It was the famous
Paid.
He.
I'm just
No,
here to
not
get paid.
No,
People
Paid
are
is
loving
in
that
the-
song.
Paid is in the
Which is
beginning.
the one that
I love that.
fat booty bitches don't fly out the sky.
I love that song. Yeah, I love that song. I'm sorry, I fell in love. Bro, no. Remember the song that he sampled the techno beat and it sounded kind of a techno song? You're like, I understand what he's trying to do. He took it off.
Okay.
He removed it. I bet he couldn't get the sample cleared. And he keeps changing the font, like the format of the songs.
And the order.
I think he changed the order, yeah.
The biggest songs on the album were going to be New Body with Nicki Minaj, which she didn't clear, and the Everybody song. Everybody rock your body tonight. The Charlie Wilson version of the Everybody. Who's that? NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? Either one of them. Might be Backstreet Boys. But they didn't clear it. If they were to clear that, that was gonna be the biggest song on the album. That would be the #1 song in the country. I'm telling you right now. Everybody, yeah, because white people love that song already. It's a classic.
Yeah.
That sample, rock your body tonight. But there we have it. Anything else, you gentlemen, want to get off your chest? I'll double check any breaking news. I doubt anything.
I got like 9 of those songs on downloaded from that Kanye album.
What do you mean on your thing?
Yeah, I like the album. It's still 7.2 though.
Yeah, people. Like I said it. Like worst and everything I was saying was not
a criticism.
It's not bad. It's not one saying it's bad. It's not horrible. It's like I don't love it. You know, I don't love it. So.
At the end of the day, is our opinion, man. I don't know why people getting mad.
Yeah, people go crazy, and then if you
the
research it, there's a lot of young white people.
Like the fact that they're trying to shove down their opinion or like down our throat is crazy, bro.
It's because, bro, as a culture,
we're
and
not trying to
society-
shove our opinion down your throat.
No, but it's funny as fuck. Cause pause.
I like the way he said it though.
Yeah, pause.
He said, "But pause."
Yeah, but pause. But no, Marlon's right. Like we're not shoving our opinions. I think people just don't know how to handle somebody not agreeing with them. That's hard.
Okay, that's fine, bro. The artists don't even know you exist. The fuck, bro?
But what do you do when it's like you believe your views are a part of you?
Why do you need someone's confirmation?
I agree.
So if you need someone's confirmation, then you would.
Those aren't truly your views.
Exactly.
I agree. I know.
Man, let's not get into this shit, bro.
Niggas heated.
Man,
I'm tired and heated.
I'm fucking tired. I've been up since 6 a.m. But like, man, yo, like, I hate when you guys get so fucking anal about shit, dumb shit, bro. dumb shit. Like I put money. You motherfuckers don't go to bed after you write one of them fucking comments. You start kicking your pillow. You're this and that. It's like,
Kicking the pillow is crazy, bro.
They don't
It's
fucking
a long ass
get
pillow.
it. They don't fucking get it. That's a long ass pillow. They don't fucking get it. This and that. Blah blah blah. Like you said, majority of them might be even younger than us, bro. We've been around for longer. We all have different fucking views. We have different tastes and shit. Why the fuck you hurting, bro? Like, goddamn, there's so much more important shit in the fucking world. You over here fucking almost shitting yourself because someone doesn't agree with your fucking views, bro. I bet you have some friends that think they exactly the same way and you ain't on their fucking dick about it. I don't get it, man. They just want to feel, they just want to, you know what the thing is too? Is because you guys reply to them. That's why.
He replies to them. I stopped.
That's why.
I stopped.
So people like, you know what? And it's happened before. Oh, let's hate because I know that they're going to fucking reply. And then once they reply, they're like, oh my God, I'm such a big fan, this and that. Why the fuck
They do that.
Yeah.
They do that a lot.
Why
like,
do you
I've
resort
noticed.
to fucking hate and shit? Like, I don't get it, man. And I get it. Put your opinion down. But like they're making it seem like we're fucking retarded, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that throws me the fuck off. Like, bitch, I have my own fucking opinion because I state my own opinion. I'm fucking retarded.
It's crazy.
If that's the case, then you fall under that category too because you're trying to shove that shit down our throat. Pause. So like, I don't get your thought process, man. I really don't.
And
Bro,
Kanye West, like any true artist, would be the one to like. Let's say he does an interview 2 months from now, and he might be like, you know, I think Vultures is not my best work. It's not my best work. I think it's some of the worst work I've done.
He'll say that.
Bro,
He would be the type to say that.
Kanye,
And the stands, the fans will be like, "Oh my god!" They'll forget. They act like he didn't even say that.
Bro, what did Kanye West say in one of those fucking videos that went viral? It's like, yo, you people ain't even fucking with me.
Yeah.
So like, what the fuck, man?
No, it's true.
Yo, let's end this fucking podcast. I'm tired.
It's true. It's true. I did want to play this real quick. This is breaking news. So I guess Cenat and Shannon Sharpe have been going back and forth. I'll play the audios real quick.
Because they didn't let him play more?
Yeah, so he spoke about Cenat this morning on First Take and went viral. Now, Cenat is streaming right now, reacted to it, and then Shannon Sharpe is streaming right now.
Because he does it at night.
On YouTube, Nightcap, and he's reacting to him right now, too. So let's play, this is Kai going off on Shannon.
Across the board. The man's already 3 foot tall. You put him in a chair 91.5.
Oh, fuck you, Shannon! Oh, fuck no! I didn't know you said the shit! Shannon, fuck you! No. Nigga, no, fuck you! Nah,
You got the Undertaker music?
That's just so funny, bro. He does it every time.
The button he presses?
Yep. He's about to kill him.
This is all entertainment, bro.
It's all entertainment.
Look how short he looks right there, bro.
That nigga's a midget, bro.
Why just cut it straight like that? Nigga, this national TV?
Is he calling me short on national
You got
TV?
guys
There's nothing
jumping
he
over
can do,
Taco.
bro.
Aaron Gordon jumped over Taco Fall. Matt McClung jumped over Shaq. Jalen Bryan jumped over Cenat in a seat.
Valid.
What am I supposed to do with that, Stephen A? They should have gave him a 2. Across the board. The man's already 3 foot tall.
I fucking love Shannon Sharpe.
Nah, Shannon, you gonna have to see me, nigga.
He said, Shannon, you gonna have to see me, nigga. And now Shannon Sharpe has responded.
Ocho, I guess Cenat just responded to my comments on First Take, and we have the video. Man, let's take a look at this, man.
Play it. I ain't see it.
Across.
Fuck you! No.
I should just play this one from the beginning. What the hell? I didn't know he showed the video.
It's like when your dad tortures you.
Ocho, I was trying to explain.
Yo, Ocho Cinco's dying.
Man, y'all in the chat, man, y'all laughing, man. Come on, man, don't do that.
Hey,
man, don't do that, man.
How tall he is?
man, they know how tall that man is, man. They ain't make it seem like I made some stuff up.
Well, you shut out, man.
Man.
I didn't even know he responded. Hey, that was.
It's true.
Yo.
How
But it's
tall
true
is
that
he?
why are you gonna look up his? Let's look up his height. Let's get the facts straight to end this. We're gonna look up Cenat's height.
His height, please.
But why, if you're the NBA, if you're doing the NBA All-Star dunk contest, why are you using Cenat and sitting him down?
He's 5'4".
He's
supposedly.
5'4".
Supposedly he's
Probably 4'2" on that
5'4".
chair.
So sitting down is like 5'1".
No,
he's like 4'2" if he sits him down, bro. He went down like a whole foot down.
He went down like a whole foot, Mar. He was low, bro.
Why is Jaylen Brown jumping over him?
That was my
And if they're gonna do that, score him low, like Shannon Sharpe is saying. Score him. Like, why are we scoring that anywhere near 40s at all?
They gave him like a 49 each.
That's crazy, bro.
Bro, no, Mar, like this was embarrassing, bro. For the league, it was embarrassing because this nigga Jaylen Brown was with the antics that night, bro. He did the whole tribute for his friend that died. Horrible dunk.
That was a dope tribute with the photo. I saw that.
But the dunk was terrible. It
Yes.
was lazy. Then you do Kai Cenat. Nigga, Wimby's right there.
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama's right there. Just jump, nigga. He's 7'2". But you can't.
No. Shannon was right.
He's
Listen,
right. Kai just hurt.
Jaylen Brown used Kai Cenat for clout, which is fine. I love that. That makes marketing genius.
And they booed it, by the way.
But that's why you're getting booed. Why are you? What's going on here? And if I'm Kai,
This is all entertainment.
Kai should have been like, "Yo, you sure you want to? Like, just let me stand up at least. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me stand on the chair.
Let me stand on the chair. Like, I'm so sure that would be funny as fuck. Let me stand on the chair. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this the dunk contest has become a fucking mockery.
The whole thing was entertainment because I saw a clip where he's talking to the coach or whatever. He's like, "Coach, all I need is minutes."
Oh, that was dope. The celebrity game?
Yeah. He's like, all I need is minutes. It's all entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't his coach Shannon Sharpe? I think it was.
It was Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, he was on Shannon Sharpe's
and that's
team.
why he was heated. But yo, Mar, I agree with you. But this is where like I get where Vic is frustrated, where I'm frustrated, bro.
It's not the same anymore.
And bro, the dunk contest doesn't have stars. It hasn't had starting yet. Remember,
This is like the
This is the first
Nickelodeon
stars.
Awards. This is the Nickelodeon Awards now.
I think and somebody could check me in the comments.
So you're trying to say that we can be on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, legit. This is the first All-NBA player. That's a huge thing in basketball if you're All-NBA. It's the first All-NBA player to be in a dunk contest in years. They don't play stars, bro. It'd be like these random niggas in the league. It could be you and me. They had a fucking G League nigga. That's like you going out there and dunking, bro. Nigga, but tell me not. Yo, Jaylen Brown being there was the highlight of the fucking night, bro. They have a fucking all-star, all-NBA player making $300 million in the dunk contest. Niggas have been hyping this for weeks. Just for this nigga to jump over Kai Cenat sitting down. The nigga couldn't stand. The nigga couldn't hold his hand up at least.
That shit was crazy.
Hi. No,
That shit was crazy. But there we have it. We love you guys. Cap 124. We appreciate you all. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
They gon' love me for my ambition.